Good morning. Surprise, surprise. I'm here. I don't normally do Monday streams, especially not ones this early. So I guess it's a welcome Easter gift or whatever. Maybe that's it. I wanted to catch up on some of the DSP and other Lolcow's antics, and this is a good opportunity to. I have to leave. I want to warn ahead of time. I have to leave at 2 p.m. Central Time. I got a dentist appointment I got to get to. They're planning on putting in some extra teeth. I'm trying to go for the shark look, and that's got to get to. So first, I want to start off with, I've never actually watched this. Good morning. How's it going? I never actually saw Schnozman and Hole Punch. I don't really consider them Lolcows, but it's something that's kind of this weird apocrypha when it comes to the DSP story. The Schnozman and Hole Punch, that was the project of John Rambo. And DSP has said on a couple occasions that he has the DVD to this, but he doesn't know where it is, which translates probably roughly to either one of two things. One, he has it, but it's buried under so much shit that there's no way he's ever going to find it. Or two, he threw it out a long time ago. Neither of those sound good. I remember this guy was a talented one of the group.
Evil. If it was food, it would be a pita soaked in filth, dragged and kicked across the worst parts of town. It would be topped with stolen
look at
mail
these
and
mean
taste like
streets.
French kissing Satan. No one wants to tongue Satan. Even knowing this, I would gladly devour it with a fury, passing it down the esophagus of justice, digesting it with the acids of truth, passing it through the colon of correction, and finally defecating.
I just had a realization. Why isn't this on any of DSP's React content stuff? Why has he never watched Schnozman and Hole Punch? How's it going? Lurk all you want. I will probably queue into the DSP stream when he comes online. But again, I'm not going to be staying that long. I apologize. And he will probably only get through one subject, so that'll be fun.
Getting it back into the.
But why doesn't he react to this?
For
There's nothing wrong with it.
And over the past 5 years, I have dedicated my life to eradicating it from the earth. All of its forms, whether it be a petty
Evil
thug,
at CVS.
corporate embezzler, serial
That
killer,
guy.
or
That kid.
makes
Evil.
stuff up.
That dude over there.
I would like to see evil destroyed.
Kind of evil.
As honesty is one of my favorite virtues, I will admit it has not been a smooth ride. I have spent thousands of dollars, broken many bones, all of them my own, and have still not succeeded in stopping even one evildoer. Not
bummer.
even one.
You got to get cracking somewhere,
Recently,
though.
I have suffered my greatest defeat. It came when I found out that my now former roommate, a man that I hung out with daily, watching Full House in HD, going to wine tastings,
Phil?
whose laundry I'd done on occasion,
Phil.
was actually a villain in disguise. He and his prompt monthly rent payment disappeared one night, but my mortgage payments did not. TV news report that I saw this week
Sending a
revealed
hateful email to YouTube.
I thought he was a florist.
Fuck you, YouTube.
Now I sit alone, just as my only ally, and I will not stop. I will not.
No pig
quit.
roaches, please.
Evil grows stronger, and I need to pay the bills. Time to find a new roommate, for I am Hole Punch, and I punch holes.
That's pretty cool. That's a good name. I like that. It's kind of like Seitzma. I get that entirely, Roachbait. I do a lot of shadow working myself. See, boss? I'm pressing the keyboard. Lots of stuff going on over here. I'm working, man. Oh, we get a condo tour. Nice. So this here is my door. You use this to open up portals into adjacent rooms.
Hi, you must be here to see the apartment. I didn't expect anybody to come by so soon. Could you come by a little bit later?
All right, it's time for Lucha Libre.
I'll take it.
Can set that anywhere, man. What's with the collection of lanyards?
You're supposed to leave a deposit, and that's my room.
Is that Mario? It is Mario, isn't it?
Though I don't know who this stranger is, my instincts tell me that perhaps
That's what's
he's
up.
a hero.
Sounds
like
dope.
I am.
I need to do some woodwork.
Another weary soul who needs rest from the battle against evil.
What the hell is he making?
For I
Oh,
too
God.
need a token exact.
We're watching one of Ted Kaczynski's videos.
Sleep well, hero. I, on the other hand, cannot rest knowing what's out there. I must prepare for tonight's madness. My trusty hole plunge, hole pucks, and utility belt.
Oh, God.
Evil doesn't stand a chance.
DSP, seriously, why don't you watch this? This is funny material.
I will talk to him about getting
sort
that
of.
rent deposit upon my triumphant return. Time to punch some holes, for I am Hole Punch, and I've already pretty much said that part.
There were a lot of calls to the police today. There's a crazy guy with a plunger running around. He probably needs medical help. That looks like it should be a Hitman weapon. Sweet, we got a cameo from a husky. Nice. Got a picture of a dog leaving. Or a clip of a dog leaving. I don't want to see that. Keep the dog around. God, this is really bad. I had to shut down the Roach Bay clone tanks for cleaning this weekend when I got bored of it and did my mom's taxes. Well, don't leave them unplugged for too long. What's with the yellow filter? Are we in Mexico now? Keeps popping in and out of focus. Did they use DSP's camera?
You're up. Good, because we kind of need to talk.
Whoa, hold on there, buddy. Watch the end of this great porno, okay?
Wait,
Give me a couple minutes.
wait, this doesn't make sense geographically. I know this is really stupid, but look at where he's looking here. And then look at where he's looking. It doesn't really add up unless this room is, what, 4 feet wide? I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Hey, he's got a bigger version of the energy tank than DSP has. This guy really stays awake when he plays games.
Hold on there, buddy. Watch the end of this great porno, okay? Give me a couple minutes, okay?
I just kind of like it for the plot. Is that okay?
Yeah, take a seat, man.
They did it! Woo! Yeah, that was a great one, man. You got some great channels here. Excellent stuff.
You found out how to work the pay-per-view.
I found out how to work the pay-per-view. I found some food.
That's very
It's
forward of
great,
you.
a great first day. We're off to a great start, you and I.
Well,
Excellent stuff.
I kind of want to see a condo tour of this guy's stuff. What are these books back here?
So far.
Yeah, it's going really well. I'm really pleased.
What's all this then?
Before we become even better roommates, I'd like to know, who exactly are you? Schnoz, you got the nose. That's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, you got the mask.
It's nose-based powers, man. I'm not going to explain it to you.
World famous.
I can sniff out crime. That's pretty much the long and the short of it.
Is
My clone started ignoring
Schnoz,
verbal input. A sure sign of too much extra.
Former top member.
Oh man, you're gonna have to do so much trial and error to get that fixed.
of the Avengers?
Of the Avengers,
Secret
yes.
Avengers?
The Avengers, sir.
I've looked through the Justice League logs for the past, 5 years.
Who's
I-
the
I'm
target
surprised
audience
that
with
I've
this?
never come across
Your
Schnozman.
All right,
Were you
so
on a
your
different
friends?
date? Were you on a
Your
different
cousins?
date?
I'm world known, okay? You're telling me you never heard of the Schnozman Wonder Woman team up?
No, how did...
Let's see if it's in these comics back here.
Sometimes fought crime, but mostly had intercourse with each other. World renowned.
So, could you tell me who you really are?
Whoa.
I don't reveal my first identity on the
My
first
secret
date.
identity? I don't even
Or my
know
secret
who
identity.
you
God damn it, I
are.
ruined that joke.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
I'm too stuck in the action here.
First
I'm
of all,
trying to get
sorry.
invested in the
I'm
story.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Who's Schnozman? Why is Schnozman?
That has been.
Okay.
Why does this guy keep
Okay, we've gotten introductions out of the way. It's pretty good, but...
I like his Master Shake gloves.
Yes.
Those are cool.
I did not mean to insult you, but
Well,
you read the ad, right, for the place?
yeah, I've read the ad, yeah.
It says that to move in, you need a 2-month security deposit.
Whoa! Just calm down there. I'm not giving you anything. I'm not giving you any kind of deposit.
Yeah, DSP hasn't paid me yet. I can't really pay you anything.
Listen, I got the ad right here. Okay. Says, well, all right.
We kind of missed it. We missed John having his
Heroes
incident.
Lolcow, okay?
Yes.
I'm a hero. I'm doing heroic things. I've done heroic things today, actually.
Yeah, but
Masturbating?
Around here a little
That is heroic. I
I'm a
agree.
hero. Heroes are welcome, right?
right. It says heroes are welcome, but it also says anyone staying here must pay. So heroes in this case must pay.
I don't think I'm going to watch the second one. This is pretty lame.
That's what you're telling me. Heroes must pay.
Yes.
Sounds a little bit like something that a villain would say.
No,
sir.
No, that's not. That's
I
not.
think I'm gonna have to stick around these parts, monitor you. Make sure
Oh
you're not
no,
taking
we got a
No,
squatter.
definitely not any villainy at all.
I wouldn't assume John would be a squatter. TSP, definitely. Dude, you said I could stay here for a while. A while cosmically is like a million years.
And don't use
Like,
my room.
the dinosaurs were here for a while.
The future. It lurks like a predator of the night, waiting to strike with unexpected turmoil. What will be my destiny?
2
When will
episodes?
I bring
That
my
seems like
fraternal
your
bow
destiny
before
so
the gates
far.
of justice? What changes will the strange individual that has invaded my home bring to my struggles against
This
evil?
is Snozman and Hole Punch.
Another
It's a
traitor
video
destroyed.
that John Rambo did with Mario here,
What of her?
and DSP claims to
Not
own a
seen her since
DVD
she
of it,
fixed my leg.
which makes me wonder why he doesn't do a reaction of it. Yeah, that right there is how DSP was putting holes in walls.
Where are you, White Mage?
That's what the developers, or the builders of the house should have done. Yeah, developers of the house, that's
Alright.
it. They should have put it in a cardboard box.
I got the runs, and I just clogged the toilet really bad.
What's this back here? You got a green screen? That's pretty cool. DSP wishes he had one of those.
Being that I'm a hero and everything, I tried to use his plunger and fix it. But
Thing
it
is,
just
if you
made
get more
things
than 3
a whole
DSP
lot
clones in
worse.
one room, they start... Yeah, exactly. I was first place at
Shit
Evo.
everywhere.
My magic cards. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm done. Alright, that's enough of that. I appreciate the effort, John Rambo, but this was bad. His last activity was 4 years ago, and that's only because his work wasn't popular and people didn't like it, and he had to quit because of that. I want to see what other videos he has. I'm not actually going to stay here very, very long. Man, it's weird. It's like a weird time machine. I'm going to scroll until DSP shows up. Where's DSP at? Is that him? That's not him. Holy crap, DSP has no presence on this at all. That's weird. Anyway, thank you, Schnozman and Hole Punch, for the wonderful memories that I feel like I've gained from this. You are gone. Goodbye. And the next thing I wanted to watch, I wanted to finish up the Bogrito, because I was quite invested in King Cobra's antics. It's weird that DSP does the same thing of throwing doors open that fictional characters do to emphasize how careless they are. DSP does that in real life. He real life throws doors opens. Damn, I'm sorry, I'm slurring a little bit here. I apologize. That's part of why I'm leaving early, is I got to go to the dentist to have my new tooth put in. Where the hell is it? Did I delete this video by accident? There it is. Yeah, I did delete it by accident.
What up, YouTube? Now, one of my fans sent me some red absinthe from this company in Nashville, Tennessee, and this stuff is tasty.
This is not what I want to watch. Hold on. I don't know what happened to me. That was really dumb. There it is. Speaking of green screens, it's funny how we was talking about baking.
What's up, YouTube? We
getting-
got 4 big old burrito shells. Alright, so they're layered on top of each other.
Yeah, that seems like it'd be an
all
easy
4
thing to
layers
do.
have a little bit of that bacon
Especially if you put in
grease.
any sort of work.
Stick all 4 in the middle together. And I speckled it with more bacon grease.
Baking grease?
That cheese we're adding to it is a mixture of mozzarella cheese and crushed up Doritos. Now to get
I'm sorry, do what? I thought it looked really weird. Okay.
to
okay.
it is a
Let's
mixture
try
of
it.
mozzarella cheese and crushed up Doritos.
Because I might not be able to stream
Now
tomorrow.
we get our tortillas ready for folding into burritos.
And I'm going to have my tooth worked on later
oven.
today, so I won't be able to talk.
Very briefly for like...
Good Lord. Okay, can you get your finger off the screen here for a
Get
second?
our tortillas ready for folding into burritos. We're gonna throw these in the oven.
Look at this oven. Holy shit. Did you bake a cow in here until it exploded? What happened? Why is it all black and grimy? You've never cleaned this thing, have you? Ever? I don't think anyone's ever cleaned this oven. Is this what DSP's oven looks like, and that's why Cat keeps burning and blowing things up? They have the same oven. That's it. King Cobra. Why did I say King Jad? Definitely not King Jad. King Cobra lives next door, and Cat has to go next door to cook stuff, and they're using the same oven.
Very briefly for like,
Getting
just enough to get them nice and pliable. What I did was I took a bunch of nacho cheese Doritos, and I layered it with mozzarella cheese,
casing.
both in block and rustic form. And when it got to about here, like right there in the level wise, I threw it in the microwave and I melted that cheese. And then when that cheese came out in a mozzarella cheese puddle, I took a fork and I just crushed up all those nacho cheese Doritos.
I'm kind of glad he didn't show
into
us
that
the process.
mozzarella cheese.
I like seeing the end
And then I
result.
stirred it around.
Because it really feeds your imagination. How did this happen? Did you put it in this bowl and then leave it outside to freeze and you created a cheese puck? That's pretty innovative.
And let it solidify into a nacho cheese Doritos mozzarella cheese deal.
It's a
we're gonna
brick.
take the Papa John's pasta that was sent to me the other night. This is
Gross.
what's up?
Wait. Hold on.
The Papa John's pasta that was sent to me
First, count the gross things. Cough right on the food. Nice.
the other night. This is what's up?
7 days ago, this thing's been around. And it also doesn't look like it's ever been covered. So he's coughed on it. He's left it open and exposed. It also looks kind of warm, but I don't know. You can't really tell sometimes. And he's had it for 7 days. Dude, no, that is lethal.
No, the Papa John's pasta has barbecue sauce, black olives, chicken, and pineapples. So we're gonna make a pasta chicken stuffed burrito with some goodies. Oh yeah, we're gonna need some of these too.
Yeah, throw that on there.
So we'll microwave some of those. Good evening, YouTube. So those burritos are starting to crisp up on the edge right here a little bit because the ends were dangling off.
This should be a crime. Desecration of a burrito.
Look, there was plenty of room to roll a burrito, regardless. We're gonna take this Papa John's pasta and we're gonna slap that in the middle.
I'm kind of not sure what's worse recycling. This guy recycling ingredients that have been around for a week out in the open, or Chris Chan doing his recycling that he does. I'm not going to elaborate. If you know, you know. It's kind of hard to decide. This is almost as gross.
We got Papa John's chicken pasta off camera. It's
Can't
actually
see
not half
shit.
bad. The fans sent it to me the other night during that wacky fucking stream that I was doing, where I got all those like deliveries and shit. And I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do with this pasta, YouTube? I'm gonna put it in the middle of a fucking burrito because I can. So there's our Papa
You
John's
can, but
pasta
should you?
in the middle, just like
Oh my
that.
lord!
Next thing we're gonna do, those
I
Mike
think he
Tyson
is. I think this is some
anytizers, those
weird
boneless
elaborate way
honey
to kill
barbecue
himself.
wings. Take a couple of those in the middle as well. I've already microwaved these. Anytizers are pretty delicious, YouTube.
They are good, but I don't think like this
We're
they're
not
good.
done adding it. We're gonna add our cheese. Got some of these to snack on for later.
Obviously, because that
Add
might
some
not be
bacon
enough
bits,
food.
Some ranch, some barbecue sauce.
All
Now
right.
we're gonna add some
We're here in
bacon
Atrocity
ranch
Vision.
from Hidden Valley.
Yeah, throw some ranch on there. What the hell?
Or the bacon ranch from Hidden Valley.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had my alarm left on.
They give it a nice creamy texture. I got some Vero Gusto.
Turn off all these alarms.
This pasta sauce right here.
Yep, goodbye.
That works. And this pasta sauce is a little spicy, so this will add a little bit of heat to it.
Yeah, I think spiciness would probably help you get this stuff
Sweet
down.
honey barbecue sauce. Not a sponsor. You know, that chicken's already got
I think you're not only a
barbecue
sponsor,
glaze
I think
on
they're
it,
going to send you a cease and desist.
but they'll enhance that flavor nicely. Smoky bacon.
Hold on, did I see something here?
The chicken's already barbecue sauce right here. That works.
Okay, it didn't work out like I thought
This
it did.
pasta sauce
I thought
is
it
a little
only became
spicy,
blurry
so
when you
this
put
will
the
add
stuff
a little
on
bit
there.
of heat to it.
It's blurry salsa. It turns the food blurry.
Kraft slow simmered sweet honey barbecue sauce. Not a sponsor.
No.
You know, that chicken's already got a honey barbecue glaze on it. But they'll enhance that flavor nicely.
No, it won't. You've got
Smoky
multiple flavors
bacon egg
fighting to the
sauce.
death.
Why not?
It's a battle royale of flavors. Except they all lose.
Maybe a DNA helix with that.
Yeah.
Nice little wicked combo of sauces there. Beautiful.
I'm getting sick
Some
just
bacon
watching this.
bits. Oh yeah, we got them bacon bits. Bacon bits, motherfuckers. Sharp cheddar on chop.
My face is all shrunk up and pruny looking right now just watching this.
When you're rolling a burrito,
Yeah, you're going to need help.
you want to roll it.
You might want
Tuck
to
it
tag
in.
someone in. This is not a
This is why
burrito.
you don't want to This is why you don't want to over preheat your whatchamacallit, your tortilla shells, because the edges are really crispy.
Yeah, let gravity do some of the work there. That's good. Yeah, just mash it all together. And then encase it in gelatin.
But that's all right, because we got it.
I'm telling you, DSP should have done
Now,
content
before
like
we
this.
add toothpicks to it, we're going to hit
More
it
than
with
what he
some
already
butter. Now, this is the secret
Butter?
to making a chimichanga, getting that nice crispy shell on the
Look,
outside
no.
that we all know and love with the chimichanga. And this is what I did last time I made a recipe similar to this. I did a fast food chimichanga, which I ate over the
bet you
course
did.
of several days.
What?
And it was delicious, YouTube.
Maybe he's just a mutant. Maybe he's got a really powerful stomach that can digest
So
all
we have
this
to use
crap.
like maybe 1 or 2 toothpicks to make this work. So the cheese don't just start spilling out when I try to bake this motherfucker. And
Is
people are like, we
there,
want
is
to
there
see another
edible
cooking
putty?
video.
You should use that. Use
And
that to
the butter
fill the
don't have to be
gaps.
smeared on there pretty. Just plop it on there. And coat the entire thing in butter.
Just
or
in
a country
case, I'm
crock
going to
in
go
my
ahead and put a
case.
gunshot in this. Now, you can eat
Yeah.
around the bullet.
Now because it has pasta in it,
Yeah.
we're just going to hit the top of that with some butter.
Italian spices.
Butter spread, I mean. And a little bit of garlic powder.
I take it that if he has friends, they do not eat at his house.
So I got like 3 to 4 chef's toothpicks. I'm going to stick this side with it. It's
What
ready
was
to
it
go
that
in
Matt
the
McMuscle
oven.
said a couple times? If I came into your room and I saw
What's
this, I would just leave.
Barbecue chicken, bacon, pasta, chimichanga.
Like, if I came into a room and saw this,
So it's
I'm
between
not going
the
to say
top and
anything
the
else. I'm
bottom
going to go ahead and show
evenly.
myself the door.
Alright, YouTube, I'll be watching this like a hawk. That's just about chimichangaed up.
What the hell's with the burn on the
I'll
wall?
let it go for a little bit longer.
Had an industrial accident, did you?
But now that's like a nice golden brown on top. Go ahead and pull these damn toothpicks out.
No, leave those in.
Take a
The
look
structural
at that
integrity.
sexy motherfucker right there. That's looking delicious. Cheese on top of our burrito. So I put it back in the oven just to get the shell to crisp
This-
up a bit more.
This should be a challenge run on the different cooking channels that they have, the cooking YouTubes, cooking, TikToks, cooking Twitters. Make King Cobra food items, but make them well and do a better presentation. Because I think a lot of this wouldn't be that bad if you did it, first of all, better presentation and more clean. Because it looks like you would get hepatitis just eating here. And the ingredients look rough. But I bet if someone was really good at cooking and really good at the presentation, they could probably make some of his versions of food that aren't terrible.
Get that cheese melted. Get your sexy lover. And, oh, that look good. That look real good. All right. Yeah. Look at the size of this fucking chimichanga, man.
I thought it was a burrito.
I would say it's done. It's crispy. The cheese isn't burnt this time. I got cheese melting down the side of this motherfucker too.
Yeah,
dude.
I think this dude should measure his cheese a little bit better, because he is going to not be regular for a while, as you say.
Yeah, you too. This burrito's done and it's fresh out of the oven.
Are you sure it's done? Maybe you want to throw it away?
So here's part 4. It's done. Yeah. I put
ahead
the
and eat
cheese on
it.
at the right time. Look at that sexiness.
Go ahead and eat it.
Here's the back end of that needed to be patched up.
The burrito should
Like I
not have
said,
anuses.
that's
What
pretty
went wrong
decent.
here?
Not too shabby. Look at a piece of that fucking baked on cheese.
I was thinking about this all last night, who this guy reminds me of.
Oh, yeah.
He reminds me exactly like one of my friend's ex-boyfriends. He's a little bit more hairy, but he's got a lot of the same aesthetic and a vibe.
Let's cut that in half and try a bite.
And that even if you knew that he showered that morning, he still looks like he hasn't showered in 4 or 5 months. I don't know how it's possible. No, there's still time to reconsider this. He's going to use those scraps that fell later in a different food item, I'm sure.
Making a mess all over the floor.
You can save those, man.
Real quick.
That's your next project right there.
That's tasty.
Oh, my lord. Did he get shot in the stomach? What's with the hole right there?
YouTube. Even though it's not exactly fresh, because I made it last night.
It's not fresh because you
I
used
don't
week-old ingredients that were out and about, you know?
That burrito slaps.
I'll take your word for it. That was horrible. On that note, let's do Bagredo 2. Any good horror movie deserves a sequel.
Yes.
Pork rinds? Really?
Dank burrito action. They got some burritos smothered in grease. We're gonna stuff this burrito here in a second. Check this out.
Cat
YouTube.
food, nice. Throw it in there.
This is some chili burritos.
That is not chili burritos.
Con carne style.
That's not what it says. All right, let's go ahead and use
We'll add that here in a
the old
second.
spoon. Yeah, he's got some things that are better than
This
Phil
con carne
quite easily
chili.
seen right now. What's with the wristband? You go to the club?
Taking the chili
I can see King Cobra in the club. Telling people cooking ingredients, cooking secrets, cooking techniques.
Chili meat.
Yeah, just leave that in there. It's gonna add some iron. Lad, it's aluminum. Shut up.
Nacho cheese.
You think I don't know that? Yeah, right in your hands. I assume you wash those.
I don't expect my fans to understand the complexity of the flavors. But my fans...
You got me there. I don't understand.
My fans send me delicious meats.
Yeah, he always sounds drunk to me.
We got some Grippo's barbecue. Grippo's barbecue.
I never even heard of these. Yeah, looks
Could
good.
do one more fucking pinch of barbecue chips.
Just a pinch more. Anything more would be overdoing it. You have to respect a man who takes cooking to the bleeding edges of sanity and silly said, yeah, to a degree that is really cool.
On YouTube.
And also,
Some
nothing
other
ventured, nothing
chips.
gained. Because
Looks
potato
delicious.
chips themselves were made
Very
during a
nice.
freakout. So,
Delicious corn chore burrito.
delicious meats, that's what
I think
DSP
we
looks
should
for.
add some more chips
Except you
to
can't
it.
eat meat.
My
These are
gal.
hot and spicy pork rinds from Bacon. It's Chimacrons.
And sometimes it's
Fried
important to
pork
show
skins.
where the lines are so that you never actually cross them.
These fried pork rinds are delicious.
Are you seriously? I was kidding around. You're not really putting those on there, are you? I feel like there's a better way to do this than having it attached to your greasy hand, grinding them up. You can't put all this in a blender and just make a powder? Sir.
I don't know. Definitely got a couple of chunks left.
Yeah, you can save the... Oh, he just ate him right there in his face. Nice.
The sharp cheddar cheese. Beautiful. Stuffing these burritos with some the legendary goodness.
It looks like cat
Check
puke,
this out. We
man.
got Heinz beans. I got some Heinz
Yeah.
chili beans.
Yeah, put those in there. Leave the can, too.
See that?
Who
Heinz
would have ever guessed boiling
chili
ramen noodles and
beans.
Mountain Dew would be a thing? Is it? I've never had it. Sounds like something that could be tasty. Maybe. Yeah, throw those beans in there. Mm-hmm. Delicious. Whole serving? Yep.
A little
Whole
bit of
can.
protein for our burritos.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Heinz bean burritos. That's how we do it. On top of those beans, we're going to add some
Cheese.
sharp cheddar cheese.
Yeah. Turn everything into a lasagna. Burrito lasagna? I got you. Let's do it. Layers upon layers of awful.
Now, this burrito needs to be rolled.
Look. You might want to use some duct tape or something to get that secure. It's okay. You just eat through the duct tape. If you move fast enough, you won't taste it. Did it. Nailed it. Oh, okay. It sure seems like you put the whole can in.
Now, we got beans in our burrito.
Look, no, this is not structurally possible. I admire your
See
confidence,
this?
really, I do, but this isn't going to
Ridiculous.
happen. There you go. We got to upgrade. See, look at this. This guy's an engineer.
Trying to make a delicious burrito.
Need some structural burrito flaps. Slap some grease on there. That
Take
makes
some of
it
the
tasty.
bacon grease.
Hell yeah. This has been simmering for 48 days. This works as some sort of glue?
Stick the burritos together.
I don't think that's how that works. But okay.
Do that. I was hoping it didn't come to this.
He's trying to assassinate himself. Okay, it's no longer a burrito. It's more like a Crunchwrap Supreme. Don't they make edible tape?
I made the ultimate cheesy.
Okay, that'd be really
Bean
funny if you went
burrito.
out and got edible underwear and
Fuck
used it to
controls.
tie up the food. This is edible panties. I use this to
Base layer
structure my burrito.
with the beans and the cheese
If Cat ever got one whiff of Cobes.
and the
Hell
pork
yeah.
rinds.
Make sure your woman's well fed.
That burrito is
Like that right there. That's yeah, butter time. This shit was getting too healthy. We gotta make this feel like a treat, you know? This is your cheat day right here. Yep, bare hand butter
I'm
rubbing.
fixing
Nice.
this country crock original butter.
I have not seen his live streams. What does JFS stand for? Do we have that lore? Yep, get it off your finger. God damn, dude. Maybe these videos wouldn't be so bad if they weren't so unsanitary. Put on some
Taking
gloves or
that
something.
country crock original butter spread.
Because you know that ring of his has all kinds of food stuff still stuck in it.
With some garlic powder.
Mm-hmm. Gross, man.
Now, when it gets to a certain fucking temperature, YouTube, we're gonna throw some cheese on top of that
There we
fucking
go.
burrito.
I felt like this was lacking cheese.
The sharp cheddar, making it better.
He's a rapper too. Nice.
Now, I tell you what, burrito time.
Okay, evacuate the house.
YouTube, the barbecue burrito.
What the? Okay, I want to check out his gear here. We got, help me out, Chip, here. We have lighter fluid. That's useful. Bunch of booze bottles. We've got a skull, more booze. Booze. A little postcard almost. Man, this guy lives in squalor. Is this guy in prison? Is this his cell? We got, what the hell is this box here? Is that a VCR? You know, if you want to watch something while you eat, okay. And you got a chess set. This guy strikes me as a chess kind of guy.
It's done.
Oh my god.
Let it cool off.
It actually doesn't look too bad, but I know what's inside, so no.
What it do, YouTube? We trying that burrito? The chili in this burrito is from Cincinnati, so that is my bad. I mispronounced the labeling. It happens.
It
This
happens.
barbecue burrito that I made is so fucking tasty. It's got beans, Cincinnati
Good
chili,
God.
pork rinds, sharp
I
cheddar
think you
cheese,
could beat someone upside the head with that thing.
and barbecue chips. And then on the outside, we got that cheese, barbecue chips, and barbecue
That
sauce
looks
baked
like a
onto
weapon.
it. All right. So
If I
correction
saw
on
Frank
the
West hit a
videos,
zombie with that, I would
this
not
is
be
Cincinnati
surprised.
chili in the middle of the burrito.
Alright, take care.
Don't matter because it's good. I've been
He
munching
has
out on
rants
it.
sometimes in the live
Oh,
stream.
no, but pull up a
What
chair
are
real
roughly
quick.
the things that he rants about?
Cobra die after eating that burrito? No. Stupid. The trolls are so jealous.
What is that he's got in his pocket? A flute? That's not a flute. It's a woodland instrument.
Going over all YouTube. Cheers. Another delicious burrito for the books. I love doing these big burritos that I do. Got a fresh slice right there.
God.
Look at that cross section.
It does
Some
not
chili,
look good.
cheese,
A
bean
lot of it looks
burrito.
undercooked inside. Okay, then I'm going to watch the third one and I'm done watching this for now. So we got Bogrito 3. This one isn't as popular. It's kind of when the series started
What up,
falling apart, I'm sure.
YouTube? So I took 2 burrito shells and stuck them together with some bacon grease.
This guy is like
Oh,
Dr.
speaking of
Frankenstein,
grease.
but with food. Come on, man.
Blow
point
my
it right at your
trolls a
food.
kiss.
Nice.
In the middle of this fucking big ass burrito.
Give my burrito life.
I got some
Chili beans?
Chili
High in protein.
beans.
Awesome. So this is healthy. Cat food?
a
Nice.
little bit of this army brand chopped pork patties.
Where are you getting these foods?
Some of this cured pork liver.
That's
So
that's
pork
cat
patties
food.
and pork
That is cat
liver.
food.
And a couple of snails.
Snails?
I tried the snails. I actually like the taste of snails.
Oh
They're
god,
a
I don't
little
want to puke on
salty.
screen.
Trying to record the
Puke on
video
stream.
for making this burrito was a fucking disaster. Now, after I layered everything, all 4 of these meats,
Well, I'm starting to get sick just
into
watching this.
this burrito, I added a small pinch of crushed nacho cheese Doritos
How's it going, JDX? I'm dying over here.
and a sprinkle of sharp cheddar cheese. And after I layered the middle of that burrito with everything,
Hey,
I
never mind.
added
Let's
a
not do
sprinkle of the
burrito. Let's do a
secret
condo tour. I want to see around.
aardvark Red Scorpion fiery hot sauce. I tried a lick of it. It's definitely spicy. We got some country crocker.
Yeah, this is the last one I'm watching. I'm starting to get sick, for real.
You want to like preheat your tortilla shells so they're
It's
a
the
little bit
same
more
shirt.
softer and easier to roll
How
with.
many shirts does
but
this guy
if you
have? 3?
overheat the shells, they get a little bit crispy.
Okay,
so then when
trolls.
you try
Let's
to
start sending
fold
this
a
guy some
burrito,
shirts.
Motherfucker just falls apart, man.
Oh, that's nice. You have the toothpicks function as buttresses for the butter. That's nice. You got districts of butter. Very cool. Yeah, get the eastern side a little bit more buttery. Nice.
And people are so used to me doing cooking videos anymore. They don't care how gross it is. They
I
almost
kinda care.
expect it at this point. Like, oh, Cobra got canned snails from his
That's over
YouTube
half an inch of
fans.
butter.
That is
thick.
so fucking weird. Why would you? I tried it. They're a little salty. They taste like the ocean. But I like canned fish and that sort of thing, so... I have the oven preheated to 350.
Oh, man. Yeah. Nice. Right there in the kitchen, too.
Make
Feels good.
This snail stuffed burrito.
It's aroma cooking. It's a new
Bacon.
fad.
So the last cooking video, I attempted to make a burrito like I've been making the last couple of times. Well, the problem with that is, before sticking it in the oven, I've been known to smear like the country crock on top of the shell, and then hit
I
that
sure hope that's a brand
spread
name.
with some of that garlic powder like
Please
I've
don't
been doing
let
the
that be a
last couple of
euphemism for
burrito
something.
videos. I forgot to add the garlic powder.
No,
So I'm
it's
gonna
okay.
rebaste
I
it
think
with
it's
a
still
little bit of
ruined. It's
garlic
okay.
Seasoning.
More butter. Nice.
Now, once this chimichanga gets crispy enough in the oven,
God damn, that's so much butter.
it's not going to need the toothpicks. So I'm going to watch it like a hawk.
Wait, isn't that one of the monsters in Demon Souls? The very first boss you fight? It's a giant piece of slime with spikes coming out of it?
Before, yeah, we don't need a whole lot of that garlic
Sweet.
powder.
Demon Souls reference in the cooking.
Correct
Nice.
it. Let's add some flavor to it.
Yeah, it's kind of bland
Now,
right
see,
now.
when I realized my mistake, I got up quickly enough, and I spilt my Bud Light on the floor. I did not freak out.
Hey,
I cleaned it up.
see?
I took a deep
King
breath.
Cobra's cool under pressure.
And I'm like, you still got a couple in the fridge, so no big deal.
I still got booze. It's
But I
okay.
feel kind of like a prat for spilling it, so... I guess to add to the cooking video, we're going to smother the now freshly buttered burrito with all the snails.
This is some sort of
and all the meats.
postmodern torture
There wasn't
device.
that much Bud Light Platinum left in the goddamn burrito.
It's torture of
Like, maybe
implication.
like that much left. You know...
Yeah, the
Salty
DSP tries were
red beer
bad.
to
They were
it.
very bad. But this feels like almost
We fixed
intentional.
our
bad.
basting mistake by making more flavor for it.
Is this a form of trolling the trolls?
Ridiculous.
Making them
At the
physically
start of
sick watching
journey,
this?
I had a mixture of E&J apple, sour apple mixed with spicy pickled vodka, and some cherry limeade.
You might as well get drunk while you're eating this. I guess that's true.
Shooters mixed with the watermelon.
So he does have a trash can,
G
confirmed.
Fuel. Here's the burrito. At the start of the burrito video, I had that drink combo. I got confident in making it.
Solar
I
flare
knew
right
what
there,
I
man.
wanted. I had the meats. However, I overcooked my stuffing burritos. And that's what
Stuffing
fucked
burritos.
me on the recipe. However, I was barely able to fix it by wrapping the burritos.
You know, we should just try and get him like
Two more
an
burritos.
air spray gun and put liquid butter in there. And that way he can spray all the butter
that
on there.
buttery goodness. You see a little bit of snail poking out right there.
You could make some pretty good parody videos of King Cobra. Now, for putting butter on, you want to put on a lot of butter. So I'm using a super soaker filled with liquid butter and shooting the shit out of my burrito with it.
More crispy in the oven, but not by much.
Yeah, we gotta be careful. We don't want to ruin this.
Yeah, the shell's nice and crispy. Right, and then I add the final touches.
Snail meat?
Some of those Doritos. Some of that cheese.
Alright. This will go down nice.
I'm only grossed out by it because of the way I folded it.
It is kind of
The
dead
way I
logic, Bill.
executed it, but I was able to fix
I have a lot of fun memories of that post, though, because he didn't immediately ban the guy. He gave him an opportunity to apologize, which people have been banned and shit on for far less than that.
Dorito
It was kind of odd.
on top. Just a light sprinkle.
I don't know, part of me is wanting to become a vegetarian watching this. These poor animals, look at how they suffered for this. You couldn't even die with dignity. You had to have your corpse desecrated into this.
Looking delicious.
Poor snails, man. They did nothing wrong. They were just hanging out.
Check it out, YouTube. I ate the other half of that burrito. Super delicious, dudes and dudettes.
No, it wasn't.
Right there, you see the chunk of snail meat.
Nice.
The pork liver was like a meat paste,
Okay.
and you had chunks of that pork patty from the.
Man, this shit is so visceral.
brand.
Look at this.
I ate the other half of this burrito already, man. Super.
It looks like the
good.
cross section of one of the
Right
monsters
there,
from
you can
Bloodborne.
see. That's where the snail.
Yes,
is
he
at.
leaves it to cool
And canned
or
snails are
solidify
delicious.
overnight.
Overall, YouTube, I would definitely remake this chimichanga again. These burritos I make are fucking massive. And if you didn't tell people there were snails in it and they ate it,
I don't know. I kind
they
of
would
want
say it
proof of
tastes
him
just
eating
like
it,
a
but also
regular
I
fried
don't want to
burrito.
see that. It's the worst feeling.
surprisingly really tasty, man. It don't even taste like snails. It just tastes like a stuffed burrito with it's been deep fried and yes, sir. I ate the other half of this burrito already, so I'm already kind of full.
Kind of full?
Definitely a tasty little deep fried burrito. And it's not overdone either. It's not overdone at all. Very tasty.
Go ahead and eat it. I want to see you eat it. There you go. I want proof. Thanks. I'm going to lose my lunch now.
Get by that snail.
Don't use it as an ingredient, King Cobra.
Packed with protein and flavor.
Dripping off your beard, too. Oh my god. I'm going to puke. I'm going to mute for a second.
You can't even tell there's snails in there, to be honest. It just tastes like a meat burrito with like a little bit of hot sauce. And some beans.
Okay, I'm back.
I've been on like a chimichanga craze lately, and I discovered
Find a new
the
craze,
way to
please.
do it.
Sandwiches. Just do a
Definitely
regular
want to
sandwich.
smear your burrito in like a margarine or a butter,
No.
and then hit the top of that with your favorite seasoning.
Cheese? cheese is a seasoning?
Maybe snails are not your forte, so you add whatever the fuck you want to add to the middle of these burritos. And when they're done right, they're good.
Okay, thank you very much, King Cobra. Owning the trolls by sharp painting the inside of your pants you'll wear for months is definitely a win for a Cobra. I agree. This really isn't trolling the trolls. It's some sort of self-harm. I think he should be reported for that. All right, by popular demand, we're going to do some Darkon videos, and then I'm gonna watch some DSP stuff, and that should bring us right about to when his stream's gonna start, maybe. Okay, hold on. Actually, I need a second. Let me mute my mic and just kind of recover from that, because that's pretty much how I'm feeling right here. This one right here. All right, I'm back. This one's a classic one. Watch this one real fast. I think this is the one that got banned.
How about I take my motherfucking goddamn covenant,
No, it
chase you down in the middle of the motherfucking snow? You're running. You see a bunch of us in black cloaks running towards you. See me in a gold cloak. Big, tall, muscular, evil-ass motherfucker running at you. First, I start off like this, because I don't need my full speed to catch you. Then I see you start to speed up. Then I start speeding. Then I just go, and I just sick my whole covenant, and they're just chasing you, running at you like wolves in black capes. They tackle you.
Oh, no, 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 no. Don't bring in rocks. Anything but rocks.
Run, this is you, right? I'm me, this is you. Tackle you. Grab you. I call over rocks.
No.
Signal them. Rocks come from behind you.
Yeah, he looks like how I
I have
imagined
all
him.
my covenant cloaks. Ripping off your clothes, your ass naked, just so stuck. Like this. Just stuck. And the whole
He has too much fun with these stories.
So I'm like, Rocks. I make the snap. Rocks
Oh, God.
rips off his clothing, flops out his BBC Junior on the fucking right ass
Oh,
cheek
no.
on the
I
left.
Disavow.
While all my covenant cloaks hold you down, and he just forcefully thumps you and chokes you. And you're like,
Okay. Loads your guy. Come on, man. You can't say this kind of shit, man. You can't say this kind of shit without people being suspicious of you. I'm trying to find the one that got it banned forever. Because he was okay with these until... I think it was this one? We'll try this one. I think it's this one.
What's more entertaining? Let me tell you what's more entertaining.
Yeah, it's this one.
When I go over your house late night when you're asleep, and your mom's just twerking on the couch right in front of me.
Yeah, he had a lot of problems with this. He had a lot of problems with how she looks. Basically, her skin color. She is apparently too dark for him. And too grimy looking or whatever. But, Lord your God, you're fucking people's moms. Isn't it more about the power than their sexual attractiveness?
Bouncing her ass everywhere. And I'm just watching her, and she's just like, are you going to do something about it?
Yeah, this. He did not like how he was presented. He said he looked too old and too assorted slurs. And she looked awful. Well, it's not about the mom being attractive. It's about the power, right? I don't know.
About it? And I'm just watching. I just tell her to keep twerking. Just
Very
keep twerking
sus.
for me.
It's a theater.
I'm not ready to touch you yet. I just keep telling her to twerk. She's just bouncing her pussy. You know, she's old, so she got hair. You know, she don't shave. Just twerking that ass in front of me. And I say, all right, well, keep doing that real quick. Just don't move. Matter of fact, turn the music up real loud, and I just leave secretly. Close the door, and I just speed off. I didn't want to fuck her old ass anyway, you dumbass nigga.
That's nice. No, don't watch the next video. That's toxic. The Theater of Evolution one. I want to watch that one. I don't want to watch this Mischievous Youth one. So let's watch the Theater of Evolution. These are so good. This guy's a pretty good artist. He does a great job of making this look legitimately talented. Oh, God. This poor guy. Nigerian thong and everything.
I'll never forget, one time I went to the movies, and one of my seats was next to, and I kept smelling just straight up ass. It was nobody right there, but it was, you know, when you first go into a theater, they clean it. And I just kept smelling booty, a booty aroma. And I'm just looking around and I'm like, where the fuck is this ass coming from? And I kept like trying to smell each seat, not like put my nose to it.
He's a pretty cool guy.
But I kept trying to like sniff each seat to see like where the fuck is this ass coming from, because I don't want to sit in ass. And then I guess I can't believe somebody was sitting in the theater with just, it's almost like they didn't have ass cheeks and it was just straight anus that was sitting on the seat.
Is that the gold dust we're always looking for?
Like they had diarrhea, like had hot chili fries. Ass exploded on the seat and they just sat there the whole movie just
I mean, I'm envious of this. I cannot draw arms and hands to save my life. I can do some doodling, but this, as goofy as these videos are, he's a decent artist.
rubbing it in between their cheeks with hair. If you're going to evolve with time, your mind also has to evolve. And instead of doing that, you stayed in one boxed in.
That's depressing. That's a depressing ass image. This dude's like the next Junji Ito. This shit is dark.
Area, not even an octagon with 8 sides. You're just 4 ways. At the end of the day, you're just another basic ass nigga in America. And for that, wholeheartedly, I'm gonna have to crack your gym.
Oh God. So I wanted to do a little bit of PR for LTG Rocks. Apparently LTG Rocks is a really cool dude. He does videos on Low to God now. And it apparently with LTG Rocks is that he was never, ever, ever apparently really an LTG fan. It's just that he saw it as the long game. He saw it as this is going to be a really funny thing. If I stick around for a long time and continue to annoy him, maybe give him some money or give him some help every once in a while. But I want to be right there front row seats to the Dale show. And Dale apparently didn't realize this himself, because it was pretty obvious a lot of times that LTG Rocks had nothing but largely contempt for Dale. But Low Tier God eventually got in his head that Rocks was more or less a fan of his. And so that's how it is that you had so many weird Rocks moments, because he was playing around, he was goofing around. He was doing what a lot of DSP trolls are accused of doing, which I don't think is true, where they're not really lobotomites, but they're not really detractors. They're this weird hybrid of, you know, a secondary clown. And let's see, let's watch this one.
Did I tell you a bedtime?
Yeah, I'll watch that one.
Let me give you a quick one. Once upon a time, there was a naughty, little crispy, little black adolescent child in his neighborhood. He caused all type of ruckus and turmoil, knocking over people's mailboxes.
You picked just the right time, because before this you would have puked it up. I was watching
breaking
King
fire
Cobra.
Extinguishers, stealing pieces of chicken out the local fried chicken spot off the display.
Nice.
Telling the donut shop owners that to look over, there's a rope so he can grab a quick glazed donut and go. Tripping old people as they walk. He'd be walking, kids would be playing soccer and would kick the ball in his area. He would say, all right, I'll throw it back. Throw it in the canal. And then one day,
What happened?
this black crispy critter with nappy ass hair,
I'm starting to think that Low Tier God doesn't
for
like
no
black
reason,
people.
decided to take a different way home. He decided to take a different way home. He was out causing turmoil, ruckus all fucking day,
He's got a busy schedule.
right? He started to come home a little bit late.
Get
A
that
little
ass
bit later than
banned.
usual.
I love that product.
So he starts walking down the alley, this dark alley. and he hears a noise, and it goes. It's like,
Oh,
he
what
starts
now?
looking around. He thought
It's
it
an
was
alien?
a dog eating on an old piece of steak that was just thrown out. It was a rotted piece of
He
steak
really
out
could've.
there. He thought maybe a dog
I want to pause
slobbered
this
it
for a
up.
second because I want to address that, Bill. I unironically think that Low Tier God could have been a decent porn writer because he does speak to a very specific form of kink, and that is he's very, very interested in sexual dominance. He is very cognizant of that. And that's why whenever he does things that seem gay, he doesn't think it's gay. He thinks it's power dynamics. For example, when he's saying, I'm going to have you all serving me food in Speedos. Naturally, any reasonable person is going to think, okay, that's homoeroticism. But for Dale, he sees it more as a power system. I have humiliated you. I've made you less than a man. So I am not gay for having you butt-ass naked and embarrassed and prostrated yourself. And, I mean, however he rationalizes it, that's up to him. But the way that he artistically tells these stories of dominance, of sexual power over people, there's bound to be a lot of people out there who'd really find that erotic, who'd really find it enjoyable. And I think it's a very missed opportunity on his part. Because if you have a gift for something, you might as well try and use it. But for Dale, he doesn't want to be known as the person who makes weird, rapey porn novels, even though he'd be really good at it.
And he starts walking, and he hears this again. This time he hears it twice. And now he's just freaked out. Usually this crispy ass kid was the bully. He was not really a bully, but the troublemaker. So shit didn't fear him, but for some reason
sound like
this
a bully.
dude was scared. And he's walking still. And
Yickety.
for some reason this dude decided to start to run. Now you know when you run, a dog's gonna chase you. When you run, you're liable to get chased. So he starts running, and as he was about to hop the gate,
Now, if only he
something
could
grabs
actually
him.
make a
Like,
correct
"Get your
sentence with
black ass
They
down."
need to have a team of
He
editors.
pulls him, forces his face
What?
onto the concrete.
Bloodborne rape?
He looked up.
Nice.
He didn't see anything. All he felt was a strong presence, an invisible presence. As he looked around, scared.
Like an amygdala?
He just couldn't. He couldn't just fucking. He couldn't get up. He just felt overpowered. He just had to kind of succumb to what's gonna happen.
Oh my god.
Next thing you know, he feels his boxers rip off. He feels his fucking belt buckle snap.
Oh.
And before you know it, some sort of being or deity shoves something up his ass.
Oh
and
my
he's like,
lord.
"Ah!" And this thing is just thrusting him.
He's
Just
getting,
destroying his insides.
he's getting raped by an
And he just lays
amygdala?
there like, just getting fucked by this deity being, this invisible black spirit. And then he wakes up in the alley
Butt ass naked.
3 hours later, face down, side of his face full of gravel. Feels something wet. As he gets up, he's in a puddle of something.
Oh no.
And then he gets up. As he gets up and he starts to wipe, and his eyes start to barely crack open. And he smells something that comes from a different dimension. From a
What's that
different,
smell like?
a different side of the numbers.
I smell
And
chaos
and
realm.
he feels it in his ass crack. And he takes it and he looks. And it's highlighted green matrix juice, you bitch ass nigga.
Okay. So let's break down this story a little bit here. It's actually kind of a fascinating story because parts of his story are reminiscent of yokai stories. There's a pretty funny yokai story. It's the only one that I really committed to memory. And this guy's kind of walking around at night. And this guy walks up to him. You know, regular looking dude. And the dude drops his pants, turns around and shows him his ass. And an eye pops out of his anus. And that's like a Japanese folktale. It's just having fun, really. In a weird way, Dale kind of tapped into that because this story is just a spiritual encounter. It's a monster. A kid's a troublemaker, gets raped by essentially an amygdala, and, you know, it's supposed to humble him in some sort of way. But at the same time, this story is so awful that I feel more bad for this person than anything. Yeah, he was an asshole. He did all these bad things. But I don't know. I don't really feel like cosmic interdimensional rape is an appropriate punishment. I feel like that's a little bit much. Dude, I'm trying to do some grocery shopping. I'm just looking like a crazy person. Well, maybe people will get out of your way faster. It's easier to get your grocery shopping done. Okay, let's see. I don't want to watch anything that's not Low Tier God related. This one's some sort of cat? I don't think I've watched this one. If it's not Dale, I'm not interested.
Cat, domestic short hair.
Nope. Oh, this is the one where he... okay, this one's a famous one. Buckle up.
Shin Black, due to your treason, due to your consistent hating and crabs in a barrel, black man in America mentality that refused to
You are
evolve
sentenced to death
with
rape.
time. I'm going to have to crack your gym.
I'll have to check that one out.
Have you carried off with black cloaks?
Really listen to this. Really listen to how
Hand
much
rocks
it's
the
about
Saturn stick.
sexual domination more than it really is
I
about
don't even want to look
homosexuality.
at what they're going to do to you. I just snap my fingers a couple of times because that's a secret command.
And it makes me wonder why he really thinks this way. Why does he perceive life this way? Because he sees life as though a person who's been in the penitentiary for 50 years, like that booty warrior guy, that the sexual dominance is the most important thing you can do. From what I understand of Low Tier God's history, he has no real events that should create this feeling in him to do sexual dominance stories. You know, he wasn't himself the victim of it or anything. So I don't really understand where this manifests from. It really is terrifying.
They're going to take you into a dark room, undress you, ass naked. I don't look, because I just let my covenant cloaks do that for me. I don't look.
This is terrifying. This is
All
a
I hear
horror
is
story.
screams. Hearing shreds of clothes ripping off. I hear lube being squirted out of a bottle.
Oh no, it's rocks again.
Rocks comes back out.
Gotta
Ask me,
hydrate,
do I
man.
want to watch? I said, absolutely not. I can't. Usually I sit in my throne, but today it's a different day.
Aren't you sitting in your
And
throne
next
right
thing
now?
you know, I hear screams and grunts.
He was in jail, but did he get that mentality from the brief amount of time he was in jail? It was
And this is
that
just
quick
how
of an
I'm
adaptation,
visualizing
huh?
it, because clearly this is what's going down. They got you tied up,
Oh, this is
and I just
dark,
hear
man.
screams and grunts. And all I can picture is a Saturn stick
Okay.
slowly but truly going up your ass, and there's nothing you can do about it.
This guy's an absolute maniac.
I'm sorry. And Rox is just enjoying it. The Saturn stick, for those niggas that don't know.
Oh, God.
The Saturn stick
That thing
is
cannot
a
fit
long
anybody.
ride. A long, smooth ride. At the bottom, at the top, it has Saturn on it. Now we...
So maybe this is because I'm sheltered, but I had no idea what a Saturn stick even was until Dale told me. Which I think says something more about Dale than it says about me.
It has Saturn on it. Now we choose which
Yeah, this is
side
the
we
last
wanna
one we're
use
watching on this.
depending
This
on the
stuff's too
punishment.
dark. We had disgusting, we had
But for
dark.
you-
What other things can we get to?
Since you committed ultimate treason, we're going to use the Saturn side. The Saturn side is...
And some context there. The crime that this guy committed, by the way, is that he said that Low Tier God was ugly or something or other. He dismissed Low Tier God's sexual attractiveness, I guess. And for that, in Low Tier God's mind, I don't know if he's serious or sarcastic about it, but that is, you are to be sentenced to rape to death for dismissing my attractiveness. Yeah, I did hear that he got sexually assaulted. Then he also said that it never happened.
It's just how it sounds. It looks like a planet, has the rings, but it's still going up your ass. And Rox is going to twist it. Right? Force it. Twist it. Force it. Jab it up.
Jesus.
To the point where you just tap it out. You know, they say men that are gay bust nuts out of their ass.
Who
so
said this?
regardless of how much pain it is, you're
Name names.
orgasming
Who
out
said
of your
this?
anal cavity. You're foaming at the mouth.
Evil motherfucker.
Just twitching, fucked up. You don't understand why you busted nuts. You don't understand why you
Poor
ejaculated
dude.
after
You should've
getting the
just
shatter rod
executed
put up
him.
your ass, and it's got your fucking mind fucked up. All you're seeing is colors. You busted the best nuts of your life because you didn't realize that the Saturn stick could do that. You're just twitching, fucked up, right? And I have my cloaked members take you to the cliff that's on the outside of the manor. You're still ass naked, foaming at the mouth. Nut dripping probably from your fucking
Oh my
penis
god,
tip,
man. Come on, don't show that kind
right?
of
Because you
stuff.
can't believe you busted nuts from a Saturn stick.
That's awful.
And they
Granted,
take
it's
you.
art, so it's protected, but don't do that.
It doesn't take that much manpower to swing a nigga like you off. Take you. And I'm just sitting there in the dark with a hood over my head, watching as they swing you. They're just taking you. I give the signal. They toss you off the cliff,
I think this is the most merciful
and your
thing at this
naked
point.
body splashes into the waterfall because we were watching Black Panther.
Okay, that's enough of that. Oh my god, that was rough, man. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this guy's a great artist, and he does a good job of painting just how legitimately horrible these stories are. Because a lot of these stories that LTG tells, when he's just there in front of the camera, they're kind of funny and amusing. But if you put imagery to them, they are very horrifying. They're downright depressing. So we're going to catch up with a DSP clip. Apparently, this dumbass spilled water all over his stupid shit. And so we're going to see that. And while that's going, I'm going to find that video that you were mentioning.
This is Billy. Now it's the...
What's going on, everyone? Darksideful here.
Then it's codename Kids Next Door. This is Cartoon Network.
What's going on?
Hey everyone, if you can bear with me, I'm cleaning up a giant wet mess here.
That's what I was
I
thinking.
was cleaning.
I just heard about a person being in a pool of Matrix juice. Is that what happened?
I got a bunch of Matrix juice all over the floor. It's glowing green. So, you guys won't believe this. I was just like chilling in my office, and a spectral force unperceivable by time and eye started having its way with me. Now, I told them that it was illegal and they couldn't do this, but unfortunately, it didn't seem like it really understood human speech. So, the bottom line is this. I'm going to need therapy, and therapy is expensive. So, donate today.
In my office, I was wiping down my whole desk here with my laptop and everything on it, and I was actually like cleaning the laptop and doing all this stuff. And in the middle of me doing that, I knocked over my seltzer water right on top of my laptop. And the good news is the laptop is a very good laptop in this regard.
I'm married, dude. You can't spectrally rape me.
Destroyed or anything.
You know what? You're right.
I am trying to dry the entirety of the laptop off here.
How much water did you
before we make progress here and start with the podcast? What's funny is I keep hitting a button on the laptop that shuts it down. I don't know, or like shuts the screen down. I don't know what button that is.
You probably shouldn't press it
then. There's apparently a button on the laptop that does that, and I don't know which one it is.
There's a lot of cheese and dust in there.
But it keeps doing it.
This dumb computer's choosing to turn off. What an asshole.
Just make sure it's dry. And it looks like it is dry. So that's good. Make sure everything works. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
My touchpad is not working on the laptop.
Oh, shit. I need money.
Good. Why is the touchpad not working? Did I somehow disable it?
Okay, guys. I know I've been asking for a lot of money lately.
The touchpad doesn't work. That's bad.
I need money.
Because I would have to get a mouse to have my laptop work. Yeah, this is weird.
I swear, it's that clip from Zoolander of him slapping the computer around all the time with his dude.
The laptop's
yeah, exactly. Grunk moments.
So hold on, because now I got to figure this out. I don't know what I did. I pressed all the buttons.
I know they stand computers, dude.
It's that delayed. Every time she was attacking me, I was pressing buttons and nothing came out because it was so delayed.
And while cleaning and drying off the top of the laptop, and now the touchpad isn't working, and I don't know how to re-enable it. How did I disable it? I think this is it right here. Function F7, perhaps. That's caret browsing.
Carrot?
No.
This is what I like. I like feeling so
F7,
immersed like
perhaps?
this.
No, that's caret browsing. No.
What?
How the fuck? Cancel. I don't want that. How did I disable the laptop? Shit.
Damn it!
I really have no idea. See, the keys work, just not the touchpad. Because I think I disabled it when I was cleaning it, but I don't know how to fucking re-enable it now. It was just working 10 seconds ago, and it didn't. No water got into the touchpad or anything, so that's not what it is.
How do you know? How do you know? Water got all over the damn
Shit.
thing, apparently,
The harder
right?
you go, it's just random nonsense. What did I do wrong there? I did nothing wrong at all. Now I can't even get my fucking field goal.
Hold on a second. Does DSP not realize that liquid moves? I don't. He might not actually understand that, because if you spill water on electronic, that's why it's so terrible. One of many reasons why it's so terrible, and I don't think he gets this, is that the water moves around the damn thing. So what is he saying? Oh, water didn't get into the touchpad. Water got into something, and that can get there. DSP doesn't even understand that. That's wild.
What the fuck, man?
The dude kept it on during the whole process. The thing is that seltzer water has a heck ton of salt.
This is
Laptop's
so
gonna
weird. I'm
start
trying to
sulfate
figure out
because of course he couldn't let it
all the
Yes,
functions, and I don't even see anything that says anything about
this shit's gonna
touchpad.
go.
Escape
This might
doesn't
be a
do anything.
long-term.
See, F1 is the
bag.
sleep button. That's okay.
Guys, I need a
F1 is
laptop
the
'cause my
button that I was
seltzer water
hitting that
went
was putting
rogue.
it into a sleep mode.
And Minecraft
then
itself
if I
all over
touch
my
the
keyboard.
touchpad-
Dude, I don't know what happened. I think my seltzer water
Well, it was
gained
waking up, but now it's
sentience.
not waking up.
And
Are
its
you
first
kidding me?
act was
I
to
pressed
attack.
a key button.
I guess I can
Don't
see
tell me
that.
the touchpad is completely
The
broken.
second you gain
How the fuck
sentience
could
and you
that
see a
happen?
giant pig man, you
Just a
attack.
little bit of moisture? Wow. That doesn't even make sense. It really doesn't. I hope the touchpad's not busted. I can't even see what you guys are saying at all. I think I'm gonna have to plug in a mouse.
Oh no.
Into the laptop, because right now the touchpad doesn't work. Great. Yeah, what I was doing was I had cleaner here, and I was cleaning my whole desk, the top and everything, and making it nice for me, obviously. And I knocked my seltzer, and my seltzer decides to spill directly on top of the laptop.
It decides. Wait. Let me hear this. I love DSP's anthropomorphization of items. Going back to Japan Mythos. Japan Mythos has the different kamis and whatnot, or different yokais that are attached to physical objects, and a lot of it made sense in context because stuff's expensive to make. So, parents told their kids, "Hey, if you didn't treat this thing right, it was going to come back to life and attack you." And so that made sense in that perspective. DSP apparently unironically believes that. Apparently he was being mean to his seltzer bottle, and it attacked.
Like I said, this laptop didn't seem to have an issue. It seems pretty durable in that regard. What the fuck?
It's pretty durable. You can
so
spill stuff on
confused.
this all day and it's fine. It's like an AK-47
I don't know what's
on
going
laptops,
on.
really.
I don't know why the touchpad doesn't work. All the keys seem to work fine.
I spill gravy
but the
on this
touchpad
thing
isn't
all the
working on
time.
the laptop. But everything else works. So how does that make
Phil
sense?
has nosebleeds because of high pressure. Why does he?
I don't
drink
even know
seltzer
what would
water
have
all day?
disabled the touchpad.
Yeah, it's almost like
'Cause I'm looking at all
DSP's
the
behaviors don't
function
really add
buttons,
up.
And I don't
It makes me
see
wonder if he lied about the high pressure
anything that would have
because he always
disabled it.
feels
Of
like
course,
he
I was
has to have
wiping
an
it down,
excuse
so I
for
might have
something.
touched a
Oh,
button
I have a
combination
nosebleed
that
because
would
of
have
high pressure.
disabled
You
the
have a
touchpad.
nosebleed because you have a nose, and it happens sometimes.
Oh,
There's really
hold
no
on.
need for explanation.
So how to turn on touchpad on Acer laptop.
Oh my God, we're seriously Googling this.
You need to re-enable your touchpad by using it to re-enable your touchpad on your laptop keyboard. Press the function key and the F6 or F7 key.
Isn't that what you did?
F6.
Okay. No.
Nothing.
No. Slam it harder.
Function key F7. This says turn on caret browsing. Navigate pages with a text cursor.
Press
What?
yes. Do it. It'll be even funnier.
I don't know what I did. Just simply because I was cleaning my laptop and I got it wet and I started drying it, I somehow disabled the touchpad and now there's no way to easily re-enable it. You've got to be joking. Like, what a stupid thing.
Yeah, this stupid machine. You should be able to spill stuff on it all day and not have any problems.
This is so effing dumb.
Shut up, JDX.
How do I turn my touchpad back on?
Oh, by the way, a
Press
little
the
shout out. Did you
Windows
see the
key,
post
then
in
press
the
the Q
Discord
key
about
and the
Magic
search
the Gathering
by
Commander?
touchpad. So, Windows key.
Again, I'm a little confused by what DSP wants. It's a trip into madness to ever try and think that. DSP now wants laptops to be, first of all, completely liquid proof. You can spray it with a fire hose and it's going to be just fine, right? But also, not only if I get it wet, but if I get it wet, the computer has to in no way react to it. So if I'm trying to clean it, none of the buttons should work. The keyboard should shut off whenever I'm trying to clean it. It should know somehow. He does. Don't encourage him.
Okay. In the search box, type touchpad. There is no search box. This is web results.
I have no idea how it works
web
either.
results. I want touchpad.
You seem to be
Here,
smarter
I
than
don't
me
see
at
a
this
search.
stuff, so if anybody's going to figure it out, it's going to be either you or
Oh my
JDX.
god, this is fucking stupid.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Touchpad.
I operate on instinct,
I can't even
thank
turn
you
it
very
off
much.
and on. I have it highlighted as on, and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
What
start
the
hitting
fuck?
it. Punch
Smash
it.
this fucking thing.
It time go.
Jump! I fucking pressed it. Work, controls, work!
You're telling me because I spilled a little bit of seltzer water on top of my laptop, my touchpad is now busted permanently? You gotta be joking.
Yes, that can happen.
Oh my god.
Dude, I only had a
So I
little
gotta
bit
get
of
a fucking
poison and I
mouse to even
died?
use this thing?
What?
I'm starting to get upset. I'm starting to get very upset. I guess I have to get a mouse, or else I can't use it.
Slap it
Isn't
around
that
a bit
great?
more. Assert dominance. Sometimes computers just need to be punched.
I seriously think my touchpad just broke on my fucking
You know what?
laptop because I
Here's what DSP needs to do. He needs to go find another electronic that he doesn't care about and start beating the crap out of it right in front of the laptop. And then point at the laptop and say, this is going to be you if you do not get your act together. And keep wailing on it. Yeah, do that.
a little bit of seltzer on top of the laptop. That's ludicrous.
Get one of your old controllers. Start
That's
punching
the case.
it.
What a piece of junk. Seriously.
How's it a piece of junk if you spilled shit on it?
Well, I guess I have to get a mouse to try to see. You know, I can't even use my laptop right now. So hold on. Let me get a mouse. I know I have a mouse right
I'm
over
kind of
here.
blown away by this. This dude is so narcissistic. He does not want electronics to function as electronics when he's near them, except when he does. And if they don't, he's going to get pissed. And he's the smart, intelligent guy in the room. And he's mad that liquids going onto his electronics makes them stop working.
Oh, wait, this is just a temporary solution because this mouse is crappy.
Punch it
I don't
around.
really have
Right there in front of the
another good
laptop.
mouse anywhere.
Throw it into a wall.
Well, let me see if this works.
You know
I'll
what? You know
plug
what?
it in.
Have Cat hold it and you punch it.
Oh my god. What a fucking stupid way to start the day.
And I'm joking, but not really, because
you made a
DSP
small-
thinks
you made a small
electronics are
mistake.
alive. You might as well scare them.
Here. Torture yourself now. Yeah, I can't even plug this in. I don't have a USB port for this fucking thing. I don't.
Yeah, it's over. Rage quit.
Well, the mouse works. It's a shitty ass mouse.
Also, when he said that
Yeah,
he
the
can't see
touchpad
what
doesn't work
chat's
at all.
saying,
What
how's
the
that
fuck?
true?
I can't believe the touchpad is busted. Are
Can't
you
he
kidding
go
me?
onto
I'm really,
his
like,
phone and look at
flabbergasted
his
at
stream?
Oh my god!
I don't understand.
It doesn't even do anything at all. Alright, hold on, because what I'm going to
He
do...
plugs his lighting into his laptop. That'd be really funny. I think... Is that really
I wanna
true?
get chat
Or are you
working
playing
again,
around?
because I
Because
couldn't
if you're
even
playing
see
around,
chat
that's
this whole
funny. And if
time.
you're serious, somehow that's sad.
What brand? It's an Acer. It's a 2-year-old Acer laptop, not even. I got it in 2021, and I never had a problem with it. It's a really good laptop.
Have you tried
But
reasoning
I've
with the
never
laptop?
seen something like
Just
this happen
talking to
before.
it?
I spilled a little bit of seltzer water on top of it. I dried it
Little
out
bit.
completely. There's no problem there. And the fucking touchpad just doesn't work at all. Try F6 or F7 without a function key. All right, F6. Well, that turned my screen off completely.
Hilarious.
I have no screen now. So I
Better.
guess that didn't work. I press it again. Maybe F7? Oh shit! It worked. It was F7.
Oh.
So without the function, F7 just disables and re-enables the...
So let's stop right here. Any chance that he's going to take back what he said about computers being stupid or that it was stupid or whatnot? Any chance that he's going to do that?
touchpad. Okay, that's what it was. It was a simple, stupid... Okay, good. Thank God. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate that. Let me unplug the shitty mouse now. Crisis averted. What a stupid thing.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Mr. Secret Limited made a video discussing the Escort Saga. And because certain elements of that Escort Saga turned out to be incorrect, DSP demanded that the video be taken down. The entire video. Even though a portion of it was apparently false. Which isn't exactly fair, because if you didn't know at the time it was false, you're still fine for reporting it. But he demanded that. He demanded the retraction, probably even a public apology for it and everything. Meanwhile, DSP can say whatever he wants at any point, at any time, about anything. And if it turns out that he was wrong, he doesn't have to retract anything he says. He spent the greater part of 10 minutes talking about how his laptop was a stupid piece of shit because it turned off. He fixed it, and it proved that he didn't know what he was doing. And of course, there's no apology there. I'm not expecting him to apologize to the laptop. What I'm saying is, he doesn't even have the humility to say, oh, okay, I see, I was wrong. I was messing around, I was doing the stupid thing, and it wasn't working. Nope, can't do that.
Wow, what a great player.
Pac-Man Light and Ring
What
Lighter
a
plugged in.
fucking
Oh my
idiot.
god, seriously. That's really embarrassing. So we're going to go off another video.
It's going
to be kind of some review of what just happened.
I have it highlighted as on, and it doesn't do anything.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, Richard.
What the fuck? You're telling me because I spilled a little bit of seltzer water on top of my laptop, my touchpad is not...
The delicious salt!
Okay, good. How to use your computer, you have to have a spare computer over here. What a stupid thing. So it's like, in order to know how to use your computer, you have to have a spare computer over here that you already know how to use, just in case something goes wrong with this computer, you can access it from this computer. Like, what? I don't know. It just
No,
really
you don't know. DSP, you have that thing in your hand all the time. Not your dick, the other thing. The phone. You can use that to research your problems. Even more, you could have used it to look at your stream chat. And stream chat was probably spamming the answer. But because he's stupid, and he doesn't think about things for even 3 seconds, he turned this into a big-ass fiasco.
Dumb to me? I wasted 10 minutes trying to get the touchpad working when it never should have been disabled in the first place because I spilled a little bit of seltzer on my laptop and I'm dabbing it to dry it off. Disable half your computer.
So because I'm dabbing my keyboard, I don't even want to press my keyboard because that's exactly why it's a bad idea. If you're pressing your keyboard, there are buttons and they do things. I shouldn't have to explain this. You sound like a child, DSP. If you press the button, the thing happens. So why is this stupid for that? Are you wanting there to be like a lever or something on your computer that deactivates your keyboard so then you can mess with it all day? Turn off your laptop and clean it up. It's so mind-numbingly stupid how he thinks the world should just psychically work how he wants it to.
What? Why?
Because
That's
you were
so
dabbing
dumb.
it.
The funny
You were
part is I've
pressing
had this
buttons.
laptop for almost 2 years. You know, and I don't really do stuff like that. I'm usually
I
pretty
feel like
good
he's
around
messing
it.
with me
So it's like,
sometimes.
just to show how common an accident can happen. You could have something for years and years and think you know all about it and accidentally fuck it all up. Right?
Keep in mind the fact that I said numerous times that in the early...
Whoa, what the hell is this? Is this the first time seeing this? He had a bald spot even back then? Holy shit, this dude never had a chance.
2000s to mid-2000s, I built gaming PCs for a hobby, so I know all about it, and I know how it works, right? I used to be in that group of people who I wanted to play everything on PC. Like, I used to be one of you.
No.
The good news is the crisis was averted, right?
Exactly.
But
it really
it
does.
was kind of annoying.
He has an extreme
Now I gotta
sense
be
of
careful
entitlement
around
that
this
goes
thing.
beyond.
God forbid
even
I
the word. Like,
sneeze
we
and
need
I
a new word
accidentally
to
like
describe this.
destroy the
Even
screen or
narcissism isn't
something,
enough.
or disable it for hours.
He lives in another dimension.
But it would be great today if you're enjoying the content, if you're going to chill with me today for the end of Metroid Prime, if you could support the stream in any way, I would
I heard
really
you got
appreciate
pretty
it. This
salty
is the
about
only stream I'm
Metroid
doing
Prime.
today.
Let's see.
I'll be honest with you. I'm expecting today to be a very slow day. Attendance, engagement, and support. Why? Because it's Easter Sunday, so a lot of people are busy. It's Passover, so a lot of people are busy. And I'm playing Metroid Prime, which has been the least watched playthrough I have done ever.
So do you want to note that DSP did not include himself in the equation? That it's not my fault that the game is bad. DSP, anybody can make a game bad, you manage to make an art of it. But also, anybody could make a game good. You don't make an art of that. And the other thing he doesn't mention, why it's going to be a slow day, and I think even DSP realizes this with his many, many learning disabilities, is that his fans are probably tapped out. This dude got so much money over the last week and a half that it is unreasonable to think that they have any more money to give him. So that's why it's going to be a slow day. It's because all the disability checks are empty, DSP.
I'm not kidding. This Metroid Prime remastered playthrough has gotten the least amount of views of any playthrough I have ever done on the internet, including my original playthroughs in 2008. It's actually gotten less attention and views than those. Wow. I mean, wow. To give you some perspective, there's videos I uploaded on April 4th. That's 5 days ago. They don't even have 200 views.
Lol.
Yes.
I brought this up in a previous stream, but for anyone who follows Magic the Gathering, Mark Rosewater's a pretty big dude in that. He's one of the big head honchos. And there are aspects of DSP that you can find in any given person. I have my own things that are similar to DSP, or even LTG. But DSP is an unholy chimera of awfulness. Mark Rosewater, the guy who does Magic, he does this a lot. He does a lot of blaming away failings or excusing failings. Or the other thing that he does that's DSP related is make excuses why he can't do something. And he does this exactly what DSP is doing with Metroid Prime and with other games. This is doing poorly. Why? Because of this unrelated thing that absolves me of guilt. For example, Kamigawa is this set. It took place in Japan, and it was kind of infamous for being one of the worst sets ever, despite being one of the most popular sets. And for years, this dude was saying, we can't go back to Kamigawa. It didn't sell well. That's because people didn't like it. They didn't like the setting. They didn't like the place. No, they liked the setting and the place. They didn't like how weak the set was. And that's what DSP does here. Oh, people didn't like Metroid for this reason. That's why I'm not getting any support. No, you're bad at the game and lame. That's why.
Lower than One Piece. Lower than Like a Dragon Ishin. Lower than any game I've ever played ever.
Again, though,
Metroid Prime is actually the least watched playthrough I've ever freaking done. And it could be a combination of factors. We've talked about
He put it off so long and
Number one, I
expected
already
people to
played
still
it.
be
This
interested.
is not a first-time honest run. I've already played this game. So a lot of people who wanted to see me play it watched me play it years ago. Number two, it's a Nintendo game. And traditionally, Nintendo games don't do that well on this channel for whatever reason. Even the big ones like Zelda, Mario, they just don't do that well on DSP Gaming. The good news is, like I said, we're at the end of the game.
Yeah,
now,
that
Hayla
one's the
says,
viewer's choice.
I don't get
But he's
this.
having fun
How
with
come when this kind of
Oblivion?
thing happens, you don't switch the game?
'Cause Oblivion's
If there's no support
piss
and most of the
easy.
chat is saying, let's play something else, why not be flexible? Well, here's the thing. There's a couple of reasons, okay? Here's a couple of reasons. Reason number one, all right? Not every game can be a hit. Just being honest. You know, no matter what, you know, you're always going to have playthroughs that are going to have less attention, less engagement, and less support. Because I'm a variety content creator, I'm able to do those. You see? If I was someone who only stuck to a certain genre, a certain type, a certain thing, I would always have to be doing the thing that works. Because I'm not, because I diversify myself. All right? I'm able to actually have...
But that's not true, because he still has to do the things that work. That's I don't know if that's ignorance or a lie. But the things that work with DSP are the things that he doesn't like. What works for DSP is when he is ass at a game, but it's funny. That's why the Souls games are so popular when DSP plays them. It's because he's ass at the game, but then he's also flipping out and screaming about it the whole time. That's why people liked Elden Ring. They didn't like it because they were cheering for you to succeed. No, that's stupid. So those people who have to play, have to play one specific game, or people will be disinterested or not want to watch him or whatever. DSP, that's already you. You've managed to find the same failure that you're trying to avoid.
Have playthroughs like Metroid Prime that are doing absolutely abysmally badly, but it doesn't matter because I balance it out with everything else that I'm doing that's doing better than that. Do you see?
Not
In addition,
really.
just because a certain playthrough is not getting a lot of attention or engagement does not mean the playthrough is not appreciated by a certain group of people who support it. There have actually been Metroid Prime streams, I'm shitting you not, that did better than the Resident Evil 4 remake streams. I've had 2 or 3 of them, where we had a few people who really liked Metroid Prime, even though it's not the main group of people who watch me, but they come out and they're like, I'm going to support this anyway, and we get some good tips, and we get some good engagement, and then that stream does well, and then later in the day, or the next day, I would play Resident Evil 4, and it actually would be lower. I'm like,
He's
whoa,
saying he doesn't have
right?
to do
That
things
happens.
that work,
That's the thing
but
is,
then he waits
thank
towards
God I'm not
just quitting
beholden
because
to
it's not
YouTube
working. Exactly.
views. Thank God.
And he
Because
also
if I
says this, another thing, Richard Young, is that when he does his polls, because DSP is a very big guy on democracy, right? When he does his polls on things, if it's something that won't work, he'll dismiss it. Oh, yeah, I can't play another Nintendo game. I'm currently playing a Nintendo game. Yeah, but we wanted it. Yeah, that's not going to work, so no. But I thought you said you don't do things just because they would work or not.
Or there'd be a lot of things I couldn't do. And that's what it used to be back in the day when I was a content creator who wasn't a full-time streamer. And before my main source of income was crowdfunding from you guys, I was absolutely beholden to views. And I'd be playing a game like this. I'd be like, well, I guess I got to drop it. Yeah, I got to do what's best for business. And people would be upset with me. Why are you quitting a game where, certain people are enjoying it? Not a lot, but certain people are enjoying it. And I'm like, it's hard. I just have to do what's the best choice. In this case, I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Now, here's the thing. A lot of times, I'm playing a game and I'm enjoying it, but it's not necessarily appealing to my whole mainstream audience. You understand? Maybe it's appealing only to a small group. Again, because I am a variety content creator, I have the ability to keep playing those games.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of other streamers
This might be one of the few times that I actually agree with him. I think it's very important that if you are doing a variety of content, you should take a section out to play what you want to play. I feel like that's a very beautiful thing, and it's also very self-serving and keeps you sane. For example, with the detractors and whatnot, I sometimes see criticisms that the detractors play other things and not DSP-related stuff. You gotta understand, that sometimes just keeps us from melting down. That's why I have to stop and play like some Hitman or something, because if you watch DSP nonstop, it kills you. Because it's too toxic, dude. So when he's talking about that, yes, I will concede, DSP, that's true. However, let's see how you corrupt that statement.
Out there, they'll play a game, and if it doesn't resonate immediately, they just drop it like a hot rock, and they're on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. They're always on to the next fad. They're on to the next viral indie game that you've never heard of and you'll never hear of again after about 2 weeks. This is what they do. They just move here and here and here and here and here, right?
Yeah.
I don't like doing that.
But you do that.
If I'm going to sit down and play a game with you guys, I want it to be a meaningful experience. I don't think that just jumping from game to game to game to game is very beneficial. In addition, can I be honest? Those guys usually are much bigger than me and make more money and can afford to be buying games constantly. Like in 1 week, they could buy 7 new games and go game to game to game to game to
But
game.
a lot of these people are so big that they get these games for free. You don't even have to be that big of a streamer to get games for free. I bet I'm eligible for free games. I just don't want any because the companies that I would want free games from, they're not going to give me anything. Bandai is not going to give me anything, I'm pretty sure. So that's already an assumption that DSP is making here. And second, isn't that kind of a good business, though, to test multiple games and see what draws people's interest? Oh, I'm playing this obscure indie game. Oh, you guys don't like it? That's cool. It's just a one-off. Hey, you guys like this game? Hey, maybe I'll play more of this game. DSP's hating a success he doesn't even understand.
It doesn't matter.
Why do I sometimes name drop other content
I
creators
don't
that
just
are
jump
bigger
from
and
game
more
to game. I
successful?
hold each game hostage.
Because I'm jealous.
Exactly. That's the proper
That's
business
why.
method.
Yes, I'm jealous of PewDiePie. Yes, I'm jealous of Markiplier. They're rich. I'm not. I'm jealous of them. Why do you think I bring them up? Right?
Or let's be honest, they're so big they're getting those games for free anyway.
There you go.
Which is probably why they're able to jump because they're not paying any money. They're just jumping from game to
But
game.
that's success,
I don't
though.
have that flexibility. With Metroid Prime Remastered, I bought the game.
That's a
I gotta
measurement
play
of
it now.
success, though, DSP.
I can't spend
That's
40
your
bucks on a
failing.
game and be like, oh well, no one likes it, so just move on. I'm kind of committed to playing it now. You see? So, that's the deal. I hope that makes sense.
Not really.
I can't always. Here's the thing, and this is so true. for anyone who tries to be a content creator online, you will never, ever please everyone all the time. You just can't. You can try your best. You can take in viewer feedback, fan feedback. You can do polls.
Exactly.
You can ask around on a podcast. You can ask on the night stream. You can have people tweeting you. You can have people, you know, all over the place giving you feedback. No matter what, it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter. You still will not please everyone all the time.
I haven't had sex in ages.
The DSP version of that quote is, you can't please all the people all the time, so instead please no one all the time, and yell at them for it.
You can't. It's not possible.
It tells you a lot.
So with a game like Metroid Prime Remastered, I know the on-demand viewership is terrible. Like I said,
yes,
less
and
than
he doesn't
200
understand. He
views
really doesn't
on a
understand
video
what
I
makes
uploaded
people
5
successful.
days ago is one of the worst
And
viewer
when
counts
he
I've ever
does
had
think
ever
he
in
understands it,
15
he
years of
shits
being
on
a
it.
content creator on YouTube. Usually, traditionally,
But because
any
DSP
video I
is
put on YouTube will
intrinsically
get 300
negative,
to
he
500
sees
views for
everything
just
they
a few
do
days.
as bad.
Even if it's the worst game I've ever played, it still will. In this case, that's not happening with Metroid Prime Remastered. By the way, I totally forgot to mention this. I have a new YouTube short out this morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's from
shit.
the other day, where I was falling asleep. I was playing Like a Dragon Ishin, and the game had a 30-minute cutscene.
Not his
and
fault.
I couldn't stay
Not
awake, and I
his
was
fault.
falling asleep during the cutscene. So I
Thank
had someone
God, it wasn't
do a very
DSP's
funny mashup of that, basically getting slapped awake in the middle of the gameplay, which was funny to see me like,
Ooh, got a storm going. Cool.
trying to like pay attention and wake up in the middle of this cutscene where I couldn't stay concentrated. I was falling asleep.
Okay, that's a pretty good cutaway.
Kel says, should we start sleeping with the king? Maybe. You want to do sleeping with the king?
Oh my God. Big ups in Kells.
How about this? Oh my God. Try to stay awake challenge.
I've already failed.
I watch long form boring content and I try to stay
DSP
awake
content?
during it.
Nice.
And that would be great.
You might as well.
DSPs
Shit.
try to stay awake
It is
challenge.
stupid and it is thought-like, but shit,
Trying to
might as
watch
well,
them
DSP.
and not fall asleep.
Maybe you might find some extremely
Challenge
wealthy,
myself, oh,
you know,
no, it's like relaxing
Saudi
content.
Arabian
Like,
billionaire
no,
who loves that shit.
I'm trying to talk with you guys. I turn back like, I wonder how that would work. That would probably be pretty funny, right?
It would be funny if someone else did it. If you did it, it's not going to be funny.
Lanuli says, first LED lights, then a ring light, now sleeping streams like Amaranth. Well, I don't know about that, but I mean, you guys want me to adopt everything else that popular people do. So here's what I should do. I should do a sleeping stream while in a hot tub.
Yeah.
With a pickle Rick.
Hell yeah. Now we're talking. See,
And
DSP, you're getting it
ASMR
now.
at the same time. So I do something like, all right, everyone. So I'm going to try to stay awake now.
Despo
while we
intern.
watch
Yeah,
this
thanks.
very relaxing video.
Thanks for my
And I
new
hope that
short,
you all
idiot.
will enjoy this content that we do today. It's going to be great, groundbreaking content for all of you. I hope you really enjoy this. So take your headphones and put them right up to your... Whoa, relax. We're not doing that. Come on. Come on.
Again, I'm going to bring this back. DSP mocks things he doesn't understand because he assumes everything is negative. There's nothing really negative with that. There's nothing really negative about doing those ASMR streams. You're not hurting anybody, DSP. They are not pulling a cat on stream and shooting it. What are they doing wrong? And he says that about stuff that there's so many things that in a void, there's nothing really wrong with the thing. Oh, they're jumping from game to game. They're jumping from new indie game that you've never heard of to new indie game you've never heard of. What's wrong with that? Tell me what is wrong with that. And his response usually is, whenever he's asked that, it's not what I think is gaming. So DSP is so narcissistic that his opinion of what is gaming is the word of God. And if you don't do his opinion of what is gaming, you're a bad person or a bad content creator. And I think he would get defensive if you brought this up, but that's functionally what you're saying, DSP.
To write people's names on Pickle Rick. There you go.
Please.
For large donations, I write your name on Pickle Rick. Exactly.
DSP in a
Right?
hot tub. Somehow
There you
DSP
go.
in a hot tub would turn out funny somehow.
My
hot tub broken or something. No, my laptop.
Look, now look at my health. Look at my fucking
I
health.
dropped my laptop
Come
in the
on,
hot tub
fuck
and
you.
it's not working.
Stop wasting my fucking time. You fucking piece
this.
of shit. There's no phase on in there. What am I supposed to do? I'm running out of health, and there's no fucking phase on. Oh my god. This is terrible. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done. I'm done. If I don't beat it this time, I swear to God, I'm not beating this game. This
Yeah,
is
that's what I was
fucking
thinking.
trash.
There's nothing
This is
wrong with
ultimate
it.
tedious. Why the fuck do I want to waste more time doing this a third time? You're out of your fucking mind. No way if I don't win this am I playing this again. No fucking chance in hell. Fuck this.
That's
This
nice.
is trash.
Salting the earth. That's good.
Oh, you're gonna get salt, 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 salt. It's even now, again, my mouth overpowered with salt flavor.
I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm totally done with this game. Look at this. It grabbed me again. There's no way to do anything here. This is complete trash gameplay. This is the epitome of a bad game at this point.
How? It looks fun to me.
Well, I give up. I'm done. I'm seriously done. I can't beat it. I don't have enough health.
You can do it, DSP.
The Metroids won't even die.
Here's
The
some
Metroids
money.
won't die. I'm hitting you with missiles. The game's acting like I'm not hitting them.
Maybe they're just tanky.
No super bomb. Look.
You got this, dude. Can I give you some money?
Wow, that was worth it, wasn't it? I have no health. I can't do this. I can't believe how bad this is. I don't remember this boss at all from the original game. I don't remember it.
Looking at a wall, nice. Yeah, this looks
Still
cool
not
as
enough. I'm
hell.
gonna die here. Did I do it? Oh my god.
Feels good.
It's so bad. That's the worst boss, man.
Salt, 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 salt. All right, guys, I think it is time to end the Q&A. Thanks. Just a chill Q&A session to kill some time. I hope you enjoyed it.
No, man.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for chilling. Awesome. Okay, everyone. So, that is it for the stream. The conclusion of Metroid Prime and a little bit of Q&A. Thank you for chilling with me
Funny to
today.
see someone rage and be so
like I said,
defeatist and
tomorrow
beat
we'll be
boss.
back to
Yeah,
normal, meaning
it's
full
funny
double stream day.
and
Phil likes
insulting
to
in a
get
way.
dildos
But yeah,
up
it's funny
his
as hell.
butt. There's still this back here. And it's
Dude, stop
still
being such a
in the back
crybaby.
of my neck, the back of my head, the
Exactly,
back
it's
of my
fine.
mind, and it's always telling me it's
It's
WWE
WWE
Champions
Champions
time. I
love
love
it.
it. I love it. He's a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone. Just
Okay. So we got this last one, and that should take us right up to DSP stream. And this is from Bad Moments in DSP History. Fantastic, dude. Like and subscribe. DSP Twitter, dissed by BuzzFeed. And News birthday shout out. These are both pretty damn funny.
Oh, DSP, I'm making mine. I'm making mine. I'm making mine, DSP. Poor little baby. I'm making mine. I'm making mine.
You're kind of annoying me.
Hey, 2 fucking short videos, and I had you rattled all weekend, you fucking freak.
Yeah, that's true.
Middle-aged fucking man-child playing video games, begging for money to pay his taxes like a little child.
Hey, man. This guy is not a grown
Please,
adult.
guys, I need a fundraiser. I can't get a job. I don't want to work. I need to pay my taxes. I want to play good. I want to play little children's games all my life. I want to play little children's games.
You fucking freak.
This guy's a funny
You know
guy.
what you are to normal people like me? You're a freak. You are a fucking
A
freak.
sexual freak.
Middle age, yeah, you're crying about your taxes. Hey, when you have your own job, when you have your own fucking company, you know what you gotta do with your taxes.
That's very true.
You should have saved money every month for them. So quit crying like a bitch about your fucking tax.
Save
bill. That's on
money?
you.
I don't know. I don't think
why
that's
anyone
possible.
Fucking donate to you. Your fucking material is straight garbage. Your videos suck. Your content sucks. It's garbage.
Hey,
oh, and by the way,
fuck you, dude. It's meaningful.
My videos get more views.
I
than you.
have
don't even
lobotomites
fucking
tell
do
me
YouTube
every day
anymore.
that they
I just
love my
fucking
stupid
troll
crap.
people, you fucking moron. I mean, it takes you about 3 or 4 days uploads to get as many views as I will on one video, and I don't even give a fuck about YouTube. I don't get paid to do this, you fucking clown. All I know, I had you rattled all weekend. That was what I intended to do.
He loved
I
it.
told you I was going to make you dance, and I did. So, and the thought of fucking Twitch taking away your partnership, you got so nervous it was driving you up a fucking wall. And guess what? We're not done yet. Because you know what? I believe Twitch needs to address you. You should not be allowed to go out there and act like you do on Twitch. I want Twitch to fucking address this situation. And that makes you fucking nervous as hell. If you think if you're so worried about Twitch fucking slapping a fucking ban on you.
Where are we driving,
So
by the way?
anyway, Nerd SP, DSP, whatever, you're my property now.
Oh, crap. Bought and paid
I
for.
own your fucking mind. I own property in that fucking domicile.
It's not good
And
property.
there's not a damn thing you can do about it. You're my puppet. Keep begging for money. Hey, instead of people leave a legacy, you leave a begacy. Seriously. Keep
Very
begging for
good.
money from fucking people, strangers online.
Is there
Go
an
get a
endpoint to this
fucking
one?
real job. Go get a job and pay your own fucking bills.
Alright, I'm gonna skip
You
ahead a
will
little bit.
dance.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another DSP video. We are back in the Twitterverse of DSP.
Oh shit!
So we have BuzzFeed, who
An
put
offensive
out an
caricature of a
article
gamer.
that says
Gamers,
this
please
model
rise up.
shows what diehard gamers could look like in 20 years, and it's frightening. And it looks
It is
very,
frightening.
very familiar. I can't place my finger on who this could be. I mean, look at that. I mean, that
Look
hair,
at that posture.
that skin,
That
body
assertively
shape.
dominant posture.
Who is it? I wonder.
Oh shit!
This looks really familiar too.
It's the guy.
Built by gamers. Terrifying model shows what avid gamers could look like in just 20 years. What
Let's
do
see.
y'all think? So we have this here. So it has indent
Eczema.
in skull, dark circles, hunched back, obese, pale skin, PlayStation thumb, Nintendo arthritis.
What's a PlayStation thumb?
Varicose veins, swollen ankles. I wonder.
Yeah, this is
I wonder.
toxic.
Who does that sound like so far? Maybe someone with gout. Maybe because that would be very
I
similar.
like his shorts though. Those
Trigger
are very
finger,
good shorts because you can slap
blisters
your
on
leg all day with
fingertips,
those.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, eczema, rounded shoulders,
DSP has eczema, so
hairy
it says anyway.
ears, bloodshot eyes, bald patches. That seems very familiar. I don't know who that could be referring to.
I don't know. It could be anybody.
And that shirt looks really familiar. Doesn't that really look like someone's shirt that we've seen in the past?
Yeah, low tier god. He wears
What
those
could
all
it
the time.
be?
He wants to show off his abs.
Jesnick, once again, I'm just way ahead of my time. Terrifying model shows what avid gamers could look like in just 20 years. And it has the article here. Researchers from onlinecasino.ca. Gambling.
Let's see if this.
That sounds familiar too.
It's got 17 minutes.
Have predicted what avid gamers could look like in just 20 years if they don't change their habits.
DSP doesn't need to change anything. He's already perfect.
Very, very familiar.
He is a fallible human, but he's basically perfect.
But, you know, it's on the tip of my tongue. Who is this? Who is this mystery person?
Okay, I love you to death, bad moments, but it's kind of running a little long.
We have Gilberto WG at home. I'm sorry, what? I mean, some of the reason makes sense, but really? What do you all think? Then
It's
it has
kinda
the
just
terrifying
playing
model
around.
shows
I
what
wouldn't
avid
take this
gamers could
seriously.
look in 20 years. As the picture we
The
just
gout
saw,
thing is real, though. Watch out.
one hand bigger than the other. almost
Oh,
like
I
that's
see
his
all the other
jerk-off
gamers
hand.
now have gout. I
Wonder who that could
pioneered
remind us
that.
of.
I made that
No,
happen.
May 1st is coming up, by the way. Who could that remind us of?
That would be something DSP would brag about.
Viper module. Gotta be honest, that terrifying model that shows us gamers could look like in just 20 years is from onlinecasino.ca.
Like you were just.
I'll say it again. Onlinecasino.ca. Those researchers are basically saying, don't game, come over and gamble in your life savings away.
That's a game, though.
Very, very familiar. Like, this person, I gotta be very familiar with them because I'm seeing the image. Who could this be? Who could this possibly be?
Wings. Wait, it's me. Oh shit.
Oh, that's it. It's DSP. This looks exactly like him, minus the patchy goatee. We have Jizzle. Did they model this guy after DSP? Laughed my ass off.
Happy to have found
I
a
think
stream
just
while
a
I'm
couple more
grinding on the
years
game.
of lunch meat sandwiches,
Oh, no
and
kidding.
it's him.
What game you
Even the
grinding
dent
on?
in his head is
Happy to have you
accurate.
here.
And I was talking about the shirt earlier. That right there, that's the Project 7 shirt. You even got the
Kinda.
collar, you got the white, you got the red. That's Project 7 right there. And
I
his
think the
alien
weirdest thing of the
body.
model to me is this. Well,
I remember even DSP saying
The
it
neck.
looks like him when
The neck is the most
he posted
confusing to
it for, a few years ago. They also say they should pay him royalties for using his likeness. Sounds like a Phil thing to do, LOL.
They posted
Yeah,
me
Steve of the
without my
Dead.
permission.
This is just DSP
Fuck
now.
this. Fuck them. Pokemon Infinite Fusion.
We have...
That's the fan made
Laughing
game,
my
right?
ass off. In fairness, I'm not sure if Phil is around in 20 years the way he eats.
DSP's immortal.
After
What are
all,
you even
he's
saying?
40, over 40, and that's basically already dead if you listen to how Phil describes it. I don't believe the 20 years. And then it has a gift of modern day Phil. Gamers could look like this, but they need your buy-in.
I need your support.
Phil
Tip
Collins
today to
has an
support
updated
the
image to
bent
put DSP
neck
isms
goal.
on the picture there. I fucking love how the only thing you need to add was the patchy beard.
Oh
We
god,
are
yes, scroll
witnessing
down. I
the
love this picture.
transformation weekly. Crying emoji. We have
Yes.
a DSP awkward turn from projects.
Oh my god, look at this. Look at that. And he says he has a bad back, which I get that. But this kind of proves to me what kind of style of filming DSP had back then during Project 7, and honestly in general. And that is, one take is all that you really need. Which, if you have a bad back, I feel for you, I really do. But you should be able to see this footage and say, yeah, that looks bad. It makes me look like I have a curtain rod up my ass. It's not good. So let's try a couple more takes, and maybe I can just power through, you know? It's going to hurt like crazy, but I'll do a turn that doesn't make me look like I'm a marionette. No, one take is enough. It's good.
7. Well, he does call himself an innovator.
That's really cool. I've seen a lot of those on TikTok, the
Then we
Pokemon Fusion
have
things.
Kira laughing my fucking ass off. What? He looks like you. Respect me. Not this gamer. What about us gamers that have been gaming since Atari?
Basically
Then
dead.
someone gets tagged. This you in 20 years? I hope so. The head dent is accurate as fuck.
Mm-hmm. That's from the headphones, man.
And then we
This
come to
is
this.
great.
So
This
our
killed
boy
me.
was on the news for a birthday celebration. So let's hear this
Picked the
birthday
best
celebration
pictures, too.
here.
From Brenton, wishing you a chill, positive day of pro wrestling, video games, iced coffee, and authentic Italian cuisine. Love the whole family.
Yeah, so there you go. And Keen tweets this out. Happy birthday, DSP.
Okay, I had to get some giggles in. That's so damn good. It's amazing that DSP's little buzzwords, it's kind of the same thing with Low Tier God. His little buzzwords are absolutely hilarious when they're said by anyone other than him. Because from him, it's the same old tired shit we've heard our whole lives. But when it's another person's voice entirely, it feels so weirdly disconnected from Phil that you really pick up on how weird the guy talks. Whenever I see people post messages in DSP's chat that sounds like stuff that DSP would write, it kills me, because how can you not see that person's making fun of you for using your weird grammar?
And authentic Italian cuisine.
Celebration here.
From Brenton, wishing you a chill, positive day of pro...
Chill Positive Day is fantastic. It's same, yeah, I can't even say the word positive without cringing anymore. Yes, there's a lot of DSP isms that when I hear them from people out in the real world, I giggle a little bit, and they seem really confused why I laughed. One of them was engagement the other day. Someone was saying, we need to get some more engagement, and I kind of snickered to myself. And thankfully they didn't ask me anything, but you know, it's a different language to me, dude.
Pro wrestling, video games, iced coffee, and authentic Italian cuisine. Love the whole family.
Yeah, so there you go. And
That's
Keen tweets this
fantastic.
out. Happy birthday, DSP. Isn't that the picture from his, well, you know, incident?
I don't know what you're talking
Nice
about.
choice for a photo. Then we got Phil during his mukbang sessions with one eye popped out. What a nice guy. He has no pictures of him that are decent enough to show to normies.
I actually really disagree with that. Brandon, weirdly enough, the best ever picture that exists of DSP is the one where he's wearing his glasses. Only in that, let me see if I can find it. But he actually looks halfway human. And he doesn't look like a complete chode. Yeah, this one here. No. All right, we're going to Twitter, I guess. Yeah, this one here. He actually doesn't look that bad. He looks kind of, homely looking, but he looks within the realm of what a decent person would, or a human being would look like. And it's so odd to me that this is only the case because his glasses make him seem a bit more human looking. And he hates his glasses. He talks, he used to talk about them a lot, and he's like, I don't need them. I don't need those glasses. I don't need them. And then one time he almost let slip that glasses are for nerds. But if you don't have your glasses, DSP, you look like an absolute monster.
That is actually accurate. Very accurate. You got Phil taking a sip. Hold my powered energy drink. This is magical. Ha 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 ha.
Looks like a pic you'd see.
I'm sure
off
Phil
and
would
off.
greatly appreciate this
exactly.
coming from a great friend
but
like you.
When you see it, you don't think, oh, that's horrible. You look like shit.
The Netflix documentary. A bunch of crying emojis. LOL.
He kind of just looks like Randall.
Time. He looks happy. Ha 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 ha. Oh, the camera's on. Camera's been on the whole time, huh? Rocking back and forth. Hello.
I didn't even know.
From my local news station. It's the guy. Not again. It's the guy. Phil
Look
crying.
at how sad he is. Poor Phil.
They did this man absolutely foul.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. DSP confused GIF.
Is that pretty much more the same?
Kind of looks like if Ricky Gervais had a younger, angry brother. We got Phil jerking off. What a bomb scare of a man.
That's a good quote. What a bomb. I'm gonna steal that. I'm sorry. I'm stealing that. I'm not gonna say it about DSP. I'm gonna say it about other people.
Imagine if Boogie 2988 sat on Phil's face after a bunch of beans. That is
oh god,
really disgusting.
That's death.
Happy birthday GIF.
Do I have anything else at DSPs I can watch
Animal
until?
Crossing where it just says pay your debts. Someone should have said blowing bubbles. Oh yeah, that's what you're missing from it. Next year you gotta remember. Talk about the bubbles
next year we gotta do that.
Laugh my ass off, and then you got Ray Liotta laughing his ass off.
All right, so let's see, DSP's got 7 minutes. I'm going to do a very quick retrospective.
What is up?
And this will take us right to it. Bomb scare of a man. Yeah, that's a good quote. That's fantastic.
DSP
We're gonna watch
here,
Classic Games
and,
Collection update October 2011.
This is a special video which I had promised I would make. What we're going to do today is
I'm already
we are
sick.
going
We're in
to
Eddie
take a
Gordo
look
vision.
at some of the classic games which I have purchased
DSP shadowboxing. He's
over the
dodging.
past several months since John Rambo and I discovered the 2 Game Exchange stores in our area here in Connecticut. Now, if you're not familiar with Game Exchange, it's a game store like any other. They have the popular releases, the new releases as they come out, but they also...
I'm thinking too much into this. But companies do a shit ton of branding and marketing and research so that just hearing the name tells you what it's about. If you told me, hey, I got this at Game Exchange, I tend to assume that it's some sort of game-related place, and also that they probably do exchanges in some capacity. But DSP, I don't know if he does this to try and flex his intelligence about stuff, or because he thinks his viewers are stupid, which they are. But his overwhelming need to explain extremely trivial shit, it's so hair-pullingly confusing. So I went to this place called Burger King, and well, they sell burgers? No shit.
also have a extremely large selection of used games, and we're talking,
I imagine
you know,
so.
current consoles, so Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. We're talking last generation, so Xbox One, PlayStation 2, Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Wii they do have as well. Sorry, I forgot that one. Handhelds, you know, Nintendo DS, Nintendo Game Boy Advance.
So all of them DSP.
But also, they deal with classic games. So you're going to find at every Game Exchange a limited selection of like NES, Genesis, Sega CD, Dreamcast,
I'm getting sick.
Super Nintendo, all that kind of stuff they have.
Should that be a video challenge? Have on one monitor King Cobra cooking, and then the other monitor have DSP doing his vlogs, and see if you can time how long until you puke. Because this is making me ill watching him dance around here.
And so what we're going to do is go through what I've gotten over the past couple months to show you how I built up my gaming collection.
Being DSP
in particular, and
must
some
be a
ideas that I've
real-life
had
nightmare.
for things that I can do in the future
Nothing
during
stays in
downtime when
focus,
there
everything's
aren't
always moving
many
around.
new releases coming out. So, first of all, what I'd like to do is move up here
You have these
and
stationary
move some of
objects
these
flying
boxes
around
and
the room.
things, okay, that are blocking
Blacking?
my gaming collection, just to expose some of the games that I have.
I was
back there
completely
now.
exposed.
And, oh shit.
Could have done this beforehand, but it's fine.
Where did it go? The decal just flew off my Pac-Man machine.
That's so
There it is.
bullshit, man. Decal should stay in one place forever.
So let's get that over there. Okay.
He's sitting
what we
down while
have
filming
here,
this. Why is he
okay?
still moving around so much?
My NES collection, this is not complete. This is what I've had for a couple months, but this does not include
I
everything
can't
that I've
see
purchased
shit.
recently. But every Mega Man game, Mega Man 1 through 6, which were all the ones that were on NES, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Little Nemo the Dream Master.
I can
ended
see
up with
turtles,
2
and that's all
copies
I
of
can
Ninja
see.
Turtles because I accidentally bought an extra copy, not remembering that I had the game. And I have
Well, why
Ninja
do you
Turtles
still
2,
have
the
it?
arcade game.
There's this place called Game
I've got
Exchange. You
Prince
can
of
go and
Persia,
trade
the
it in there.
original, Metal Gear, okay.
I have Metal Gear on NES. as well.
Blaster Master, Star Tropics,
I don't even have an NES, but I have it.
Strider, the original, Dragon Warrior, the original, which is called Dragon Quest in Japan, Batman for NES, which is a classic game a lot of people talk about, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, that's right, not
Yeah,
the version
DSP
of
could take
Punch-Out that doesn't have Mike Tyson because they lost the license, but the actual Mike Tyson version, and DuckTales. DuckTales is actually one of the best NES games. It's a 2D platformer made by Capcom. At the time, they were making lots of 2D platformers, and
Hey, DSP has Sega
including Chip and Dale Rescue
32X
Rangers,
stuff.
DuckTales,
I
all
thought he
kinds
said
of
that
like
was a
Disney
piece of crap.
tie-ins, and that ended up being one of the best.
I don't
So
know
let's
if I
move
can
some of
trust
this
this guy.
crap here. We've got a Game Genie, and the Game Genie for NES is how I was actually able to play those Mega Man games during Mega Man Week, because the Game Genie actually bypasses any region protection and copy protection on the carts.
Pretty cool, huh?
And as you know, if
He
you
keeps
are
falling down these
another
rabbit
controller
holes and
never opened
spinning
for
just to hide
Xbox
the fact that he
360.
has no real
If you are an
Exactly.
NES
You're absolutely
aficionado,
right.
what unfortunately ended up happening over time with the Nintendo is that as the cartridges get older, the
If he
Nintendo
sold them,
thinks that
he
they're
wouldn't be
bootleg
struggling with
cartridges
money.
and basically
Yeah.
doesn't boot them properly.
Probably. And DSP probably
And,
wouldn't even be
use
able to
a Game
sell a
Genie
lot of this stuff.
completely
Because let's just take a look at some of this crap. Let's look at this Turtles one right here. He would go and try and put this on eBay for $400. And no one would ever pay for that, ever. And what he's going to do is he's going to get frustrated and say, well, I guess I can't sell it then. Same thing with this Street Fighter 2. Say he wanted to sell this. Because he loves Street Fighter 2 so much, that's a $3,000 item right there. Dude, it's limited edition. It's still in its original box. Never mind this wear and tear here. And I definitely see DSP as the kind of person who overvalues his possessions to such a degree that he can't sell them.
Passes that problem, okay? So here I've got a bootleg Super NES controller. John Rambo and I did not know it was a bootleg, and then when we
thank
opened it up,
God.
we
It
realized
wasn't
very
DSP
shortly it is
who
a
was a fool
bootleg. It
by
doesn't have the
himself.
original Nintendo decals or anything.
John
on
was
it that it
stupid
should.
too.
I have not tested this yet, but I need another Super NES controller.
why do
that's
you
why
have
I
it
got
there?
that one. And then here we've got Street Fighter 2, the original Street Fighter 2 for SNES in the box.
Sweet.
This was actually given to me by Mars, who was one of the people who we play Super Turbo
The
with.
God?
And it was pretty cool that he gave that to me, because I had it back in the day, and then eventually I got rid of it, and now I have it again, which is pretty sweet.
It is
so,
cool feeling.
Okay, so that's
I'll
that.
admit, that's a good feeling.
Now we'll look at some of the Super Nintendo games, and then we're going to move on to the games that I've bought recently, because these are just games that I've had for a couple months. Basically, everything here is pretty shitty. These are games that came when I bought my Super Nintendo on eBay a couple years ago. NBA Live 95, Super NES Super Scope 6. I don't have the Super Scope, so that's useless.
Why do you
Gradius
have it?
3, which is a classic, but it's actually in pretty bad condition. I'm not sure if it works. True Lies, another one of the Shameless movie tie-ins from the 90s. And the original F-Zero,
Nah,
which
that
is pretty
sounds good.
cool. Madden NFL 95, American Gladiators, Super Mario All-Stars, Madden NFL 94, Super Bases Loaded, that's cool, NCAA Basketball, NBA Jam, the original, NHLPA Hockey.
I like this. This is immersive.
ABC Monday
Just
Night
reading
Football.
off my list of stuff. Huh?
All right, now here's an idea that I had to do like a marathon. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Power Rangers the Fighting Edition, and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the Movie.
Sweet.
I've got 3
I
Power
have the
Rangers
news and
games
everything,
right there
huh?
for SNES that I thought maybe one day I'll do like a Power Rangers
Did
marathon.
that ever happen? I don't
and,
think so.
and see how that goes, okay? Now, some other games I got over here, Super NES games, since we're on the subject of Super NES. John Rambo actually found me Mega Man X.
Sweet.
Because I am
Good
trying
job,
to build
John.
a Mega Man X
Too bad you're in the
collection,
shadow
Mega Man
realm.
X1 through the final one, which was, I believe, was 8. And I've been trying to build it up, and he found this at a play and trade. He got it for me for a pretty decent price.
Wait. What's play and trade?
So
I don't
Mega
understand.
Man X, that's cool.
Dude, I don't get it. I'm
gonna
gonna get
have to
nuts in
rearrange
chat.
these so that they all sit properly, because right now they're all just kind of loose. Here we've got Power Rangers Battle Racers.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay, this is
pretty
a
hype.
racing
Let's
game.
plug it up
Power
right now.
Rangers
Let's play it.
Zeo Battle Racers. That's another Power Rangers game I could do for like a Power Rangers marathon.
Oh, I
And
guess
then
not, huh?
Batman
what do we got here?
Returns
Ooh.
for Super NES, and this is actually a really cool side-scrolling beat 'em up.
How's it going, Twerk?
That ties in with the movie Batman Returns from the
Twerk
90s.
to spec?
Really fun game. Only bummer, it's single player. I don't
I have
understand
no
why they
idea
did
what
that.
that
Like,
means.
that was the era of like Final Fight and Streets of Rage, and all those games were multiplayer. And then all of a sudden, they started making this line of beat 'em ups that were
That's an
single
eye rolling
player.
moment when DSP does
To which
that.
I just gotta say,
I have
what
no
the
idea
fuck
what your
were they
name
thinking?
means.
Like, those games are
I guess he
made
does it
for
because he's paranoid.
multiplayer,
I'm curious what
and
names mean.
they fucking made them single player. I don't know. So anyway, let's keep going here. Take a look at some of the.
By the way, it's probably been long told to him, but this stack of Blu-rays and DVDs, there was this video about the iceberg of DSP, and the guy was listing off of his memory all the different things that he remembered. And when it got to stack of Blu-rays, he was a little confused what that meant. And that's what it means. It's this collection of Blu-rays that DSP amassed, where he had something like over 400 or something, I think he said. That might be a little high, but it would hit you like that number. And he talked about how he had all these Blu-rays, and they took up so much space and all this and that. And DSP, how many movies can you watch in a day?
Other stuff that I bought in recent months.
I've
Take it out
got a
of a bag
small
here so we
shelf
can
of
look at
movies,
it.
and I probably don't even watch those.
Ah, getting attacked. Alright, that's Genesis. We're gonna look at Genesis games later.
You called it though.
Alright,
This
so what
dude's
we got
obsession
here,
with buying
move
stuff.
that Genesis game over.
He
We'll
really
look at
does
them
hide
in
a lot about
order,
himself.
you know what I mean? Of
He's
console.
a huge consumer.
Maximum Carnage, and you may say, holy shit.
Holy shit.
Why is that cartridge such
I
a
did
bright
say that.
freaking red color? And the answer was they wanted to do like a cool gimmick for this game. This game was made shortly after the comic book
book
crossover line called Maximum Carnage.
still
What
have the
happened was in the
decals on there,
Spider-Man
the
universe.
price
At
stickers.
this
Take
time
that
in the
shit off,
1990s,
DSP.
I shit you not, there were 4 Spider-Man comic books. Okay, there was Spider-Man, Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
And why collect
Spectacular
garbage?
Spider-Man
Why do you
and
want-
Web of Spider-Man.
So
okay?
I'm going to kind of hype myself a little bit. I have my own collection, my gamer shelf, and I only have games on that shelf that I think are cool. Any game that was a humongous disappointment or humongous crap, that gets off the shelf. Because when I want people to look at my shelf, I want them to see non-stop gold. Whereas this dude listed off like 12 games that he himself admitted were crap. So why do you have them there? I don't get that. Well, I want to show people my entire collection. Yeah, if people want to see my entire collection, they can say, hey, where are the crap games? Oh, they're down here in this cabinet.
And they were all being written by different people. And what they decided to do was to have a full crossover between
Careful,
all the
you almost
books
knocked
for
that
like,
over.
I think it was like 3 or 4 months, where Carnage
That
got
guy.
freed from jail and
Thank you
basically
for
went on a
pointing. I didn't know
rampage
who you were
recruiting
talking about.
second-string supervillains from the Spider-Man comic books and made this like super team of villains that were going around
The
causing havoc in
Toxicity
New York.
Squad.
And then it took actually a whole bunch of Spider-Man, Venom, and then a whole bunch of like second-string heroes from New York to come together to stop Carnage, and they made a video game out of it.
Hey, there it is.
Just like Batman Returns.
Sweet.
A 2D side-scroller that's single player. What the fuck were they thinking?
What were they
Because the
thinking?
game is actually really good. It's
Making
hard,
red
but
cartridges.
it's really good. But there was no reason for them to make a single player. It boggles the mind, okay?
Okay, so
X-Men Mutant
because they wanted
Apocalypse,
to?
one of the best X-Men video games ever made for SNES. And not much to say about it except the graphics were really bright and
Okay, let's do some anatomy research here. Look at this thumb. He has a very, very short thumb. Like I'm holding mine up and looking at it. The section above the top knuckle is relatively short. Is that why he struggles with his inputs? Because he has a very short, fat thumb. I don't know. It's kind of wild, man.
detailed and cartoonish, and I like them. Brawl Brothers, I don't remember much about this one besides it is a 2D side-scrolling beat 'em up, and I think
pretty
it
cool
is
art. I
2
like this guy.
players. So that's just another one. I was like,
Tell me about the guy,
beat-em-ups. I
though,
wanted to see
and
how many
point at
beat 'em up games I could get, and so I got
Got
Brawl
Family Guy
Brothers.
down
All right,
there.
let's
You
see what
wanna
else
watch
I
some
got.
Family Guy?
up my sleeve here. Hold on.
I might do a show and tell stream for my collection, my game collection sometime.
Here's some Nintendo and Super Nintendo.
I've got some
games we
stuff
can
that's
look
right
at.
out in the open that people that have come over were kind of stumped by. Like I have all my Sinra and Conrad
Actually, we
games
looked
right
out
there.
this one day.
My Japanese
we were
friend
going
came
into
over
a
and he
plane
said,
trade,
"Whoa,
and someone had just traded
those
in
are just
a,
out."
like a whole
I'm
bunch
like,
of games.
And he's like, "But you have a wife." I'm
And
like,
we
"So?"
obviously hadn't expected that.
What does this
and
mean?
we were like, holy shit, look at all these games on the counter, and we ended up grabbing a bunch of them because of that. This is
My
funny because I've been
Japanese
buying
friend
games
is-
for months, and this is the first time I'm actually taking
He's
them
such
out
a
of the
good boy.
bags to organize them. Because I got some downtime
I
today.
shouldn't call him a boy. He's a grown-ass man, but he gives the impressions
Super
of
Nintendo, we'll look at those.
just a sweet kid in a way.
Which we already kind of looked at those, but we'll look at them again. And then we got these.
What am I
Which I
looking
looked
at,
this and
DSP? I
realized
can't
that
see
I now have 2
anything.
copies of this game, and I didn't even know it.
You're saying these.
But
I don't see
anyway.
anything.
All right,
Terrible.
so
Just terrible.
Super Mario Brothers 3 for NES.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like originally it came from Country Video in Shelton, Connecticut. That's pretty funny.
How's
So
that
it's funny that these games, they go through so many different game rental places, and they get traded and sold to each other, and now it ends up at Play and Trade. Now it ends up with
Wait,
me. So
what's
an
Play and
original is
Trade?
pretty bad shape, by the way. Ugh.
Yeah,
so I'm
just set
hoping
that
it
anywhere.
works, but no, it doesn't make any sound when I shake it or anything, so I'm hoping it works. And then also, Super Mario 2. That's
Doki
right.
Doki
Now,
Panic?
for those that don't know, Super Mario Brothers 2, this is a United States cartridge. This actually is not Super Mario Brothers 2. This is
swear
Doki
to
Doki
God,
Panic,
this is his
which was a
only
game
fact he
starring
knows
a
about
bunch
video
of like
games.
Middle Eastern people with turbans. I'm not even kidding you. And that's
Yes,
why, if you
yes,
ever wonder, you
we
play
know.
Super Mario 1 and you play Super Mario 2, you're like, why the hell can Mario lift things? Why the hell does everything look like such a different graphical style? And then when you play Super Mario 3, most of the stuff from Super Mario 2 is absent from it. And you're like, what the hell happened?
What the hell
Well,
happened?
The story is this isn't really Super Mario 2.
I
Super
imagine
Mario
filled
2
with
is
a very
actually
low
Super
deck
Mario
score.
Brothers
Yeah.
1. It looks
Easily.
exactly the same, but it's redone to be like a super grueling hard edition of the game, okay? And when this came out in Japan, they said Americans are probably not going to like this game. It's like
Yeah, they hate
sickeningly
it.
hard. And so they ended up making this. They took Doki Doki Panic and
They hate Dark
basically
Souls.
facelifted the graphics to make it look like Mario and Company and called it Super Mario 2 as a filler game between Part 2 and Part 3. Why the
see.
fuck they
Pretty
did
smart.
that is beyond any kind of like logic. I don't know.
Okay, that's beyond any kind of logic. Okay, I've released game 1. I'm making a shit ton of money. How is game 3 coming along? Dude, it's going to be a while before we can get this thing made. According to DSP logic, you should just sit there and wait. Just kind of sit there and chill and wait for this next game to come out. But actual business people will say, hey, we got to have something in there to fill the gap. That's illogical to DSP. That's stupid.
But anyway, I have another copy of Metal Gear, so now I have 2.
Why?
Which really sucks because I didn't realize that I had it, so now I have 2 copies right next to
So
each
you
other.
sell it.
That's nice. Mega Man X2,
2.
which I got at New York Comic Con.
I like
from
these
Play and
old
Trade's
cases
booth.
like that. I actually
Okay.
really like them.
The Lion King sealed, brand new. I got that at New York Comic Con. You already saw
Sweet.
that if you've been watching
Why didn't you
Comic
play that
Con
version?
videos. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters for SNES. This
All
was
right,
the
square
better
up.
version. There
Get
were 2
John
different
over here. Let's
versions,
play.
one for SNES and one for Genesis. They had different characters, but the SNES one was far superior when it came to graphics and gameplay.
Obviously.
Animaniacs, which is a classic. I mean, the cartoon, I loved it as a kid. So
Name me the
that
characters.
game, I'm sure, is going to be
What are their
just
names,
as good.
DSP?
All right, and now we have the 3 games that I bought as a gimmick because these are all games that the Angry Video Game Nerd have played, and maybe one day I'll play them too. I don't know.
Oh, that's
but
nice.
Friday the 13th, Back to the Future, and Rambo.
Tell me about Rambo. Who's this guy?
And each one of these is a pretty pathetic. Rambo is basically a ripoff of Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.
Cool.
Back to the Future is a top-down game that has nothing to do with Back to the Future. Looks more like Paperboy than anything else. And Friday the 13th is fucking stupid. So that's all I have to
So you
say about
bought 'em.
those
Nice.
games. So that's all the Nintendo /
You bought him because the
SNES
guy that you've been ripping off this whole time
games
bought him.
that
Nice.
I've gotten in the past several months.
Show us
And,
the 32X games. I want to look
and
at
now
those.
what I'd like to do is move on to some other games that I've gotten. Now, first of all, what I'd like to talk about is, as I said, I
Catch
was
my
trying to
breath.
build a Mega Man X collection, okay?
I
Now,
am
for
almost
those of you
done
that
with
don't
my
know,
Armored
Mega
Core
Man
collection. I only
X,
have
the
2
first
games
3
I
were
need
on
to get.
SNES, then there were 3 on PlayStation 1, and then there were 2
I
on
think I need to
PlayStation
get
2,
Armored Core
okay?
1
So you saw it, Mega Man
and
X 1 and
Project
2
Phantasma.
for
I think those are the only
SNES.
2 I need.
I've got Mega Man X 4, 5, and 6
And I have
right
one
here
somewhere, but I've thoroughly lost
for
it.
PlayStation
so I'm
1,
just
found
gonna
them all
get a new
playing
one.
trade. And then over there, on my rack, right in front of you there, I've got Mega Man X7 and X8. And it's pretty funny because at Mega Man X7, which I'll show you,
Whoa.
they changed the game up.
Zoom out. Zoom
Oh
out.
my god, that's way too much of a close-up.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they said, oh, this is on PlayStation 2. We've already had 6 successful games that are all 2D side-scrollers. And, you know, everyone loves them because that's what classic Mega Man X is. So, let's completely fuck that up and make it a 3D game. Which is absolutely stupid. And they just, you know, oh... Yeah, this is what happens every time a new system is launched. They say, oh, we have to take our classic games and try to make it modern for the new system.
These dickheads. They should never
apparently
innovate.
They completely botched
At the same time, please
This game
innovate.
got panned by critics, especially, and Mega Man
I'll be
X8
right back
as well,
on mute,
both
Mike.
of
I
them.
gotta
People
use
said they
your
weren't very good. But I guess we'll see if I ever do get to do the marathon, if I get to X7 and X8, how different they are from the original Mega Man X games, and try to figure out why on earth they would have changed the formula like they did, okay? So we've got that. Now, what other new games have I bought recently? You know, I'm trying to think what you haven't seen yet. Well, I did actually buy another refurbished NES pad, because I have one, and I got another one. So this is an original NES gamepad that's been refurbished by Play and Trade, cleaned up, and it works fine. So if I do play NES games, I can do 2 players, which is neat. Okay. There are some other games that I bought for Sega CD, and I will be showing those in the future, but I don't want to spoil them yet because there are a couple ideas that I've had for things that I wanted to do. But I guess going along with the Power Rangers theme, I did buy a couple additional Power Rangers game. I've got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for the Genesis, and this will be cool to compare that to the one for the SNES and see what the differences are and which one's better. Okay. We've got Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Now, by the time that this game came out, for obviously it's PS2, there was no, I mean, this was mid-2000s, right? I'm trying to see what year this came out. 2004. I mean, no one who had watched the original Power Rangers was still into them at this point. You're talking a 10-year gap. And so this was some new iteration of Dino Thunder shit. I can't imagine what this game is. I think it might be like a weird combination of mecha combat and beat 'em up, but we got that one, and then we've also got
Feels good.
Power Rangers Super Legends
This dude really likes
15th
Power Rangers.
anniversary. And from what I'm to understand, this one came out, let's see,
What the hell?
2007. So this one is really recent,
Hey,
only
he has
4 years
very
old.
short
This
fingers.
was like an anniversary game where it had famous Power Rangers from every line up to that point. So you had the original Power Rangers, you know, Power Rangers Zeo, Power Rangers Dino, Power Rangers fucking Turbo, Power Rangers Rescue Squad,
Turbo,
Power
huh?
Rangers fucking... Oh my god, I don't know. They had so many fucking
Yeah, me
different
too, I've
Power
got some
Rangers.
as
It's
well.
disgusting. So anyway, it has characters
And
from all
I've
of
told
them.
this
This is when
story
Disney
before,
had
this
finally
version
bought
of the
out
story.
Power Rangers,
My
so it has
older
the Disney
brother had a
symbol
bunch of
there.
PlayStation
And
games.
it's supposed to be like
and
an
he
amalgamation,
lost
like a
roughly
crossover
60%
between
of
them
them.
all. So I got that one, okay? Now, outside of those games, what
I
other
can't,
games
I
have I
can't
purchased
think about
recently?
that. It makes me mad
Well,
how much
let's see.
stuff my brothers have
I
lost.
did pick up a copy of Sonic 2 and Sonic Knuckles. They're over there. I don't
'Cause
want
I
to pull
was
them out
super
right now
organized
because
even
they're
as a
kind of
kid.
buried in
Everything
there. But
right
I
where
did
it
get
needed to
those.
be.
I'm looking for a copy of Sonic 3. It seems
But
like
he
Sonic
had,
3 is the rarest
like,
of all of them.
Tomb Raider.
Because I've been looking around, I just cannot find the
He
fucking
had-
thing.
I was
so
able to get
I'll keep an eye
GTA 2
out for
from him,
that
so I
one.
still have that
For
one
Genesis
somewhere,
games, we've got
I
Streets
think.
of Rage 2, a classic, and I hope this works.
And
Okay.
he lost that.
Quack
lost Tomb
Shot.
Raider.
Now this was another
He
one of
had
these
the
Disney
Die
games
Hard collection.
that were coming out at that whole time, and
Never mind, I better
John
not think
Rambo
about
actually
getting it.
recommended this one, so it's a really good game. Cyborg Justice. This is the one I'd never
That
heard
looks
of, and
cool.
Rambo
Look at this
also recommended
robot.
this one, so
Do
I
you have
picked
any
it up.
model
It was
kits
only
of
a
this
couple
guy?
bucks.
Okay.
And then
we're
when
done
I
with
was
that
going
one.
through my side scroller beat 'em up kick, I said, let's
Side
you know if I ever want to do
scrollers,
like a
you say?
marathon of those. You know, I got Streets of Rage, I got Maximum Carnage, I've got Batman Returns, all those. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks.
Yeah, I hear this game's
is
pretty good,
also
huh?
a team up between Kung
That's
Lao
pretty
and
cool.
Liu Kang. It's supposed to be like a 2D beat 'em up. What they has like the abilities of Mortal Kombat. I
How's
don't
it
know. I
going,
never
dude?
played it, but
You
Rambo
hanging out
played it and
with
said
me
he
down there?
liked it. And then finally, last but not least, it's probably the worst game out of all the games I've just showed you. No lie.
Hey, Ian Kells, I saw your comments
T-Mac
of
for
Sleeping with the
32X.
King.
I'd never heard of this game. It was $2 freaking.
That was funny as
with
hell.
the
That was good.
box, with everything, with
Hey,
it,
look
the
at those ships.
instruction
Those are
manual.
cool ships.
The graphics look god awful. I mean, this was
Oh,
the
they
whole
look
kick
fine.
of Sega CD 32X trying to go into the 3D realm,
God, why is
and
this dude
it
so
just
negative?
failed miserably. Really, 3D games did not look good. until the PlayStation 1 and
So don't even
Nintendo
try.
64.
Thanks.
Any attempts before that, they looked horrible. And so it's a laughable game that I picked up. So
Wow, that was
all right,
really
so that's
hurtful.
it for the past couple of months of games that I've picked
That was
up
good. That was
at
fun.
Play and Trade /
I've
Games
lost
Exchange.
maybe
And I hope you enjoyed it.
single-digit games.
As you can see, there's a couple
The
different
biggest thing that I
patterns you
lost
can
was
see
that I
with
used to
this.
keep all my games
Disney
in a little
games could be
folder,
one, okay? Because I have a couple
and
Disney
I
games
threw
now
away
that
the
I can
cases
play.
or misplaced the cases. And now that I have a shelf to put them
2D
in,
side scrollers.
it feels really
Power
lame that there's
Rangers,
a lot of games that I don't have my cases for.
LJN shitty games. I have enough of those.
It makes me really sad.
Batman.
I know you can
Batman and
buy
Batman
replacement
Returns,
cases with
and,
the original
and
decals
also,
and everything.
Mega Man
but
X. The
the
only
original
Mega Man X I'm
version's
missing right now is
reprinted.
Mega Man X3. I have every single
It
one
doesn't
besides
feel as
that.
right to me. I don't
Now,
know.
there is
It's
a fan
stupid.
who contacted me on
But it's stupid of me to think
thekingofhate.com
that.
said that he would be willing to donate it, and I said, sure, I'd love that.
But that's
However,
really dumb.
I'm
DSP,
not,
that game engineered or pioneered 3D graphics. You have to start somewhere. What was it? I think Bender said it. He said, anything less than absolute perfection is a waste of time. Something like that. No, anything less than immortality is a complete waste of time. But that's how DSP feels about innovations. This game had 3D graphics, but it looked like crap, so they shouldn't have even tried.
Not depending on that. I'm not asking for that. A lot of times people say they want to donate something to me.
I would buy
and
some
then
of
they
these
never
games
do.
off DSP.
So I have not
If I
gotten
had
it
money
yet,
for 'em.
but Mega Man X3 is the one I'm on the lookout for.
got
Seeing if
money
I
to
can get it
save.
for
I
a
ain't got
reasonable
money to spend
price
on
or
this
whatever, and we'll go from there. The only thing that sucks is when you buy games online without seeing them in person.
I'm ready, DSP. This is a low tier god thing. Low tier god is communist. Racism. That's a good clip right at the beginning. Why is he so asymmetrical? His one shoulder is higher than the other? I don't get it.
Darksea Defil. Is that how you say it? Darksea Defil? There's a Darksea Defil. Or Darksea
Diffil.
Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is... Darksea Defil. Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is... Darksea.
Yeah, I can only stay for about an hour. I should probably leave in about 50 minutes. I don't imagine we'll make any sort of progress into his pre-stream, but I did this early stream because I didn't know if I'd be able to stream tomorrow.
Good
Hey,
morning,
there's a cat.
everyone, and welcome to the Level 1 podcast where we've been invaded
Jasper
by
kind
our
of looks like my
feline
old
friend,
cat I had.
Jasper Kitty
Poor
this
dude
morning.
died.
How is
He
everyone
was,
today?
like 19.
Hope
so.
you're doing well, and welcome to the show. Today is Monday, the 10th of April, 2023. And
You have been around.
it's always nice to have a special guest on the show. Especially for a special day like today, because today indeed is a special streaming day.
Why?
Which I hope you guys are excited for. Welcome, everyone. And
Thanks for the new
welcome to new
layout
games.
there. That looks cool.
Yes, that's right. After a couple weeks here of kind of the same stuff over and over, we've actually wrapped up.
Oh, he has
the
a
two
little
major games
bow
that
on
I've
the
been
back
playing,
of his
Resident Evil
head.
4 Remake as well as Metroid
Oh,
Prime
it's a
Remastered.
kitty.
And as of today, we
Too
start
bad
a
he's with
new
this
slew
living
of games,
pork
which
man.
is exciting. Based off of my birthday marathon where we went through the schedule.
Well, Jasper's a
looked at what
cute
was
cat and
coming
all
up
that.
New, and then
It's
had
too
an
bad he's
opportunity to
associated
pick out
with
a couple
Phil.
of new games that you guys would be
It makes him
interested in.
toxic by association, really.
Today we're playing something I never even thought we would be playing, and you guys came up
A
with this
video
idea
game.
on Friday. Thanks to anyone who attended my birthday marathon and helped contribute to figure out what we would be doing next. How is everyone today? I hope you all had a good weekend. I had a good weekend for the most part. I was here, but at the same time last night I was doing private patron videos, which took a lot of time, but it's always a good time.
Yeah, you have to do T-posing a pre-stream.
Doing stuff
Your
for
right
my-
ankle
my
hurts. I'm
fans
sorry
and
to
my
hear that.
viewers.
It is
But
not
today we
gout.
jump into
I don't
full-time
want to
gaming.
even make that
And here's
joke.
the other exciting thing.
You're
No more streams off. I know last month,
You're
like
not
every
toxified.
week I was missing a stream, and then last night I missed a stream, but now, from now on, every day that I'm here, I will be here. Double streams for you guys. Tons of gameplay, tons of fun coming up.
Don't
the rest
promise
of
what you
April.
can't deliver,
All right, I'm
DSP.
very excited, obviously. Spring has sprung, and that means renewal of games. There's new games on the
Yeah.
horizon, although they're not here yet.
Ancient
Another
cultures
couple of weeks,
celebrated
really,
the renewal
before
of
the
life.
major ones that,
DSP
like, for
celebrates
example,
the renewal
Jedi,
of games.
Star Wars Jedi, what is it called? Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, Survivor.
Outcast, Big Brother or something it's called.
Yeah,
I
you
can't remember
got
what
it.
it's called. There's a new Star Wars game coming out the end of this
Nailed
month
it.
that I'm very excited for. There's some smaller releases in between.
Yeah, I know Lewis was
One of the ones
talking
that I'm
about
more
that.
excited
I'm not
for
gonna be
this
able to
month
pick
is
it
the
up on
Final
launch.
Fantasy.
I'm setting aside
Pixel
money for only
remasters.
2 games. More
Because I'd like to
games
play
this
one of
year,
those with
and
you
that's
as a
Street Fighter
chill
6
nighttime
and
stream.
Armored Core
Within
6.
a couple of nights here, we're actually going to wrap up
And
like
there's a lot of
Dragon
games
Ishin,
that are
and we're going to be
kind
looking
of drawing my
for
interest,
more
but I
games for the
cannot spend money
rotation.
on that
And I
stuff
think
right
that
now.
a
See that
Pixel
DSP?
remaster game
I'm
would
being
be
careful with
perfect
my
for a
money.
late night chill stream.
Because I want to be able to go to Japan and spend some cool money on
We're
stuff.
looking at a couple other things as
DSP
maybes. For example,
can't
Dead Island 2,
foresee
which right now we're basically
delayed
trying to figure out if it's any
gratification. Doesn't make any
good.
sense.
And we're kind of waiting
I
for
have
people
money
to be
now.
able to
I want
play it
stuff
and maybe
now.
review it before we put any kind of a
bad.
emphasis on it. I am feeling almost like a Dying Light 2 vibe from it. But I guess we'll see. But anyway,
Vladimir
exciting
Sukmayev.
new stuff coming out this month and exciting new playthroughs starting today. So I hope you're all doing well.
I
I
saw
hope
that
you're
Jedi
ready for
Survivor's
2
gonna
straight
be-
days
holy
of full
shit.
streaming gameplay goodness.
I still find that to
my
be
day off
huge.
this week is Wednesday. We're trying to readjust the schedule again. If you remember, for the long time, my day off every week
I
from
hope
streaming
it's
was
gonna be good.
Wednesday.
I
And then
have
for the
high
last
hopes
few
for
weeks,
it.
it's been Thursday, and that's because of my wife's work schedule jumping all over the place. So we're trying to
And I've
readjust
also
now and
heard
get it
that
back in line. And it looks like this week,
The
Wednesday, will
Star
be already
Wars
off
Knights of the
again.
Old Republic remake is effectively dead.
And so
completely.
that means 2 more days, today
No
and
money
tomorrow,
for
of
spending for
full-time
games,
streaming.
microtransactions.
But
hey,
that also means some exciting
that's
fun
awesome.
stuff. Let's talk a little
That
bit about
being
that
said,
based on what we
this
determined
guy
on
we're
Friday.
looking at right now,
all right?
he
So
would
on
also
Friday,
really like to have
during
some of
this
that money.
birthday marathon
I forgot to
event
change
that we
my
did,
layup.
there was a
Shit
2-hour
got toxic.
segment. And not all of it was based on game schedule stuff, but I was drinking and I was having fun with you guys and we were doing shout outs.
I was
but,
getting
so it took a
boozed
while,
up,
but
baby.
We went through the gaming landscape. We looked at all the games coming out in the next several months. And we also looked at my schedule and what openings we had in the schedule because I knew that I was going to be beating all the games that I've been playing. And we started talking. People were like, you've been doing a really good job with horror, survival horror.
Oh, yeah.
And we like survival
We
horror.
love your
And we like the
content.
fact
You're
that you've
doing
been
a
doing some
great job
classic
with
ones.
this.
You know,
I was
Resident Evil
telling
1
my friend,
remake I did
and
back
he
in
said,
January
"I
and
agree."
February. And then I just played Resident Evil 4 remake, right? And people were like, well, why don't you do another survival horror? And I was like, well, if you take a look at what's remaining, the only Resident Evil games that I haven't played multiple times would be Resident Evil Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil Code Veronica X, or Resident Evil 6.
So which one
And so
you
we were
playing?
talking about this, and then people were like, you just played 2 Resident Evils back to back. A
We
third
don't
Resident
like
Evil is
that.
probably going to be like
In fact, we hate that.
way too much
I'm
Resident Evil in a
unsubbing.
short period of time. Why don't you diversify and do something different? We were talking
And you
about
banned
Clock
it.
Tower and stuff. Of course, there's really no way to play
Yeah, I like
Clock,
that.
Clock
Openings
Tower
in the
in
schedule.
modern
This
era.
dude's
Man, I
so
wish they would
busy. Let me
remake Clock Tower.
pencil you
That would
in
be
for
good.
March. How's
But
that?
anyway, one
March,
thing
April.
that we determined, we're like, wait a minute, what
See,
has
that's how
Phil
busy I
played
am.
in a very
I'll
long
pencil
time?
you in for
That's a
one
fan
day
favorite
in
franchise
May.
that now is getting buzz because soon it seems like it's going to be
You
getting
know
a
what? Talk
modern
to my
remake for one of
secretary,
its
okay?
games.
She knows my schedule
And
better than I do.
what would be the one that I've never really played besides maybe once, right?
That's
We're
what DSP
talking
needs.
about
He
it, and
needs
we're
a
like,
secretary.
oh yeah. You think back,
But
to
it can't be
over
a woman, but it can't be a
ago.
dude. So maybe like a cyborg?
Silent Hill
Yeah,
had a
C-3PO.
remake collection that came out for PlayStation and Xbox, and essentially it was Silent Hill 2 and 3. Now, at the time, it was the only real way to play those games on a modern console. I guess you could have downloaded the originals on PS3, but
It
being
was
that
the only
these
way,
had
but I guess you could have done
improved
it this other way.
graphics, improved control schemes, things like that, these were the versions that people wanted to see.
What
However,
was that movie
after
that I
those
saw where
collections
they were
came
doing
out,
that with
everyone
the bomb
realized that
diffuser?
apparently
There's
these
no
games
way to
have tons of
defuse this
issues,
bomb.
like technical
There isn't?
bugs and
Well, I mean, there is
visual
a
issues.
way.
I think in one of them, Silent Hill 2, the fog is so
Sounds like a skit that may have
messed
been a
up
TV show, though.
that it takes
That's
away
DSP
the
every day.
scariness of the game. The whole
There's no
town's
way to
supposed
do
like
this,
fog
except
you can't really
for
see,
these ways.
And apparently the fog's like completely transparent and doesn't scare you at all in the game. And it
The
changes
fog was
whole
never
mood of the game.
scary.
It's kind of
DSP
weird.
was
It's
the
like
things in
empty
the
streets.
fog. Come on, man.
Anyway, I played them. I played Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3 HD when this collection was a new release back in 2012. And I enjoyed both games. I
What's
really
that
did.
on his arm? It's
But
got some weird
since
coloration on
then,
his
there's
left
been a
arm
desire
in
to see
the-
me
in
go
the
back to
pit
Silent Hill a few
of
times.
the
I played
bicep.
Silent Hill 4 The Room.
It looks
I played
kinda
at least
green
one or
looking
two other
sometimes.
Silent Silent Hill spin-offs over the years. I actually played Silent Hill Downpour when it was a brand new game. I don't know if anyone remembers that.
Yes, I remember that.
And then over the years,
you were not a fan.
There was a call back for me to play them again. Like, I played Silent Hill 2 a second time several years ago, and that was on the harder difficulty, and that was a big mistake. Because on the harder difficulty, it is so difficult because there's no ammo anywhere or anything. It just makes the game so hard. And I remember at the end of the game, the only reason I beat it is because I toughed it out and I killed the final boss with a fucking pipe. I beat the shit out of it with a pipe. I had no ammo.
Huh?
It took like an hour, but we got it done. All right? But anyway,
who needs to be banned? Meerkat.
Anyway,
I love your videos. Banned.
Essentially, this is a game. At least with Silent Hill 3.
Wait, you got
I
the
only
wrong
played it
guy.
once
He's still
ever.
there.
Once ever, and it was over a decade ago. So what was different a decade ago versus now? Well, gee, let's see.
DSP has someone calling out
No
detractors.
red capture.
Ban him.
No
They're still there.
proper microphone setup.
Unbannable. He
No
parried
live
it.
stream.
He parried the ban.
No face cam. No interaction with the live audience. Well, we keep going. It's just like a million things were different over a decade ago. My commentary style was definitely different over 10 years
Not
ago.
as
I can just
different as you
imagine
think, DSP.
the shit that I probably said during this playthrough over 10 years ago when I was a very different kind of content creator, right? So the cool thing about this is now I've been around for so
difficulty
long.
makes the game hard.
Right?
Yeah, I
that
think it was some sort
I
of
can
bug.
go back to games I played
That
10
they
years
just
ago
kinda
for
ran
you
with.
guys, and I can make completely different styles of playthroughs now. And the truth is, I really don't remember that much about this game. I remember the main plot points. Like, I think the plot point is in the first game.
Spoiler.
There's a baby that this cult is trying to, like, sacrifice or something.
Gee,
right?
thanks. I
Silent
never played
Hill.
the first game.
And in this game, you are the baby, but the baby grew up to be an adult. So you're returning to Silent Hill as the adult, and you're still trying
It's
to,
pretty
like,
cool,
thwart
huh?
this
I need to
cult or
figure out how
something.
to do that.
But I think that's what it is. But
'Cause who did
that's
he
all I
ban?
remember.
That-
I don't
that
remember
should have
any
been a ban
gameplay
right then and
elements. I
there.
don't remember anything else about the plot whatsoever. Just basic.
You're not
So,
allowed to bring up detractors.
This will be interesting for me to go back over 10 years
does
later and
black
make a
pill
completely
mean?
different kind of playthrough, an
Use your
interactive
imagination,
playthrough with you guys. This should be pretty neat. I don't even remember how long it is. I really have no clue whatsoever. And again, because I'll be having interactive actions with you guys this time, likely this playthrough would be a longer playthrough, right?
So are you going to play it or not?
And let's be honest, when I was using that camera, it wasn't the best visuals. It
You
wasn't
said
the
back
best.
then
The
it was
audio was
fine.
really bad.
And you actually
I'm
yelled at
excited
people and
to
said that it
actually
was
present
just
this
as
game
good as
in a way
direct
that it's
capture.
intended.
And that
Although,
they were
again,
blind and stupid. And then you
being
banned
this
them.
is the HD collection. A lot of people had issue with it.
That was
but I think everyone had
14
issue with
trillion
Silent Hill
clones
2.
ago, man.
I don't think Silent Hill 3 many people complained about. It was Silent Hill 2 that had the major problems. We'll be playing on Xbox this time. Xbox Series X in
I feel like it
particular.
would be really
although
fun
this
if
is
DSP did an
the
ultra
Xbox
retro
360
stream
version
where he
of the
got
game.
out his
It
old
should
camera
run
and set
slightly
it
better,
up.
hopefully, on the
And
Series
had
X.
the
You
blue
never know.
filter
Some
on
games
and
do, some
everything.
games don't. And I'm gonna get achievements for it,
I
which
think
is
it'd
kind
be
of cool.
pretty cool,
right?
actually.
So, excellent stuff.
Damn,
and,
his goatee looks really
I hope that
bad
you guys
today.
will join me for this playthrough. This is going to be an epic playthrough, a fun
looks like
one.
he spilled
over
something
the course
on
of
it.
the next week or two, because I'll be balancing this with another game that we're going to start tomorrow, which we're going to
Just
talk about
shave
in
it
a
off,
second.
DSP.
So, pretty
Shave it all
good.
off.
And I hope you guys will join me for the journey. All right. Tyler says hopefully the frame rate will be better. I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder what the frame rate will actually be.
Who's getting banned?
Because again, this is the Xbox version, so you don't know essentially
Oh,
if
got
it's going
banned,
to
okay.
run well or not. It's Xbox 360 version, I should say. Some games on Xbox 360 do get upscaled, you know, and others do not. It's kind of weird in that regard.
DSP Gaming, what
that
happened to your blue check
some
on
of the
Twitter?
games do run
What happened to
significantly
your
better,
banning? Wait, did he parry the ban again?
right? And others don't. On the Xbox
This
Series X, I don't know if
276
it's
guy needs to be
Microsoft
shown
that
the
did it.
door.
It had to have been, right? I don't think that it would have been. I don't think that it would have been the choice of like the game dev. Do you think the game dev really would have like put in extra time or effort, to really like make the game run better? I don't think so. Do
Extra
you think
stuff.
Konami
You know,
went
they
back
bolted some
when
stuff
this game got
onto it.
ported to the Xbox and said,
A pipe
"Oh,
here.
you know, this is going to be better on Xbox. Let's put effort into it." I think
dial here.
it was
Looks good.
Microsoft doing it, right? Billy J says it does run well on the 360. Its frame rate was
And
stuttering a
people are
lot, but on the Series
derailing
X, it
chat
seems
already.
completely
It's nothing
fine.
but
Oh yeah.
stupidity in the chat.
Okay then, cool. I'm down for that, and that's the cool thing about having a Series X and being able to play the older versions of the game on the new console 2 console generations later. A lot of these games have run better. Look at Oblivion, right? Look at how smooth Oblivion has run for us.
It looks
So this should be fun.
man.
And I hope that you guys will join me for the journey.
My Oblivion
over the
copy
next
runs
couple of
just
weeks,
fine on
all
my
right?
Xbox
So that's today's
360.
main gameplay stream, the premiere of Silent Hill 3 HD. It should be fun. Only my second run ever. I don't really remember much about it to begin with, so it should be a fun game. And
Are
a
you
fun
going
run,
for all
right?
endings? No.
Now,
No.
of course, there's going to be questions. What difficulty are you playing on? What endings are you going for? Listen,
already
To me, I would
toxic.
play this game in 11
Why were
minutes.
these people given
I
the
wanna just
toxic
enjoy it
voice?
at
They
face
didn't even
value,
say anything
all right?
bad.
Likely, I'm just gonna go whatever the defaults are. All right. When I played Silent Hill 2 HD, I really regretted it because if you remember, that was torturous at the end of the game. It wasn't fun at all. It was like pulling teeth to try to finish the game. It was a nightmare. It wasn't fun to play or watch. It was just me being very frustrated.
It was fun for me to watch.
So I think I'm just going to go by default. And as for endings, I don't know what the endings are of the game. That would be up to you guys. If you wanted me to have multiple save states and then go back and do criteria to get multiple endings, but I don't know how to get
Save
them.
states? I
I've
thought
only
those
played the game
were
once
something
ever.
you should avoid.
Okay. So I guess we'll
It's like
see
Mimics here, man.
as we play along. By the way, that noise is Jasper needing some stuff in my closet. So
I didn't care.
Cool. Now, on tonight's late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Continuing on. Only one stream of Oblivion this week. It kind of just happened that way because we had the marathon earlier, and this is a shorter streaming week for me because we're trying to readjust the schedule.
I
But
thought
Oblivion
you just
should be
said there
chill
was going
fun
to be
where
no
we are
days
doing the
off.
Fighters Guild quest line. And it's good because we kind of got back on track after
That was
having
cool
been
to go,
kind of
man.
derailed from doing the quest lines we wanted to do for a little bit. We're back into those, and just excited to see where the game takes us. As you know, Oblivion is some of the more chill, interactive streams that I do. I have a great time playing the game, and I can't wait for more chill fun tonight. Jasper is sniffing my head.
So there you go. You got
Then
Oblivion
tomorrow,
as top tier content.
Something else new for you. Something that people have wanted for a bit, and I'm excited. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, April 11th.
Mm-hmm.
It's no April Fool's joke. It would be 10 days late if it were. We're going back to the world
Of Elden Ring.
He's looking
It's
at my
like the
bottle
lyric
cap.
in the song. Going back
Of
to the world.
Elden Ring. Elden Ringers, your time has come. Everyone, if you're an Elden Ringer, all right, I want you to put your hands above your head like this and
No.
form the ring once again.
No, I'm not doing
It is
that,
time
Jasper.
for us to return to the world of Elden Ring for the first time in a year. Everyone, do it. Elden Ring.
Shut up.
Ready? Are you doing the Elden Ringer?
Would you like to know
Jasper's
why you're
looking
my
at me. He's
favorite
like, what the
detractor?
hell
Why
are
am
you
I your
doing?
favorite detractor?
Do the Elden Ring with me. You ready? Are you doing it? Well, I can't see
on,
it.
man.
I'm on the internet. I can't see you doing it. Why are you doing it?
I'm being blues
But anyway,
clues right now.
Elden Ring. We return to Elden Ring tomorrow.
Are you guys
all
doing
right?
the pose?
So, what are we doing?
What do you think Blue
tomorrow?
wants us to do?
I mean, it's really up to you
He has
guys.
a paw
'cause here's
print
the
on
weird
Elden
thing about
Ring.
this, okay? When I beat Elden Ring, which was, what, May or June of last year, it was the longest playthrough. I started in February of 2022, and it was like 140 parts. I mean, I
Yeah.
did an ultra completionist run of this game.
It was
all
pretty
right?
funny.
So,
Especially you jumping and using the
when I beat it,
downswing all the time.
I inadvertently, not knowing what I was
Alright, man,
doing,
you
I was
don't
so
have to.
frustrated.
It's
I just
cool.
wanted the game over because it was such a long game. I accidentally started over as a New Game Plus run. And everyone
Accidentally?
said, oh, Phil blew it. He did New Game Plus, and now his game save is messed. What are you doing? You are not getting my
Who
bottle
said
cap.
this,
You're trying to
DSP?
get
And
my
how did you
bottle cap. You're not
accidentally
getting
go to New Game Plus?
Everyone said now he did it. He screwed it up because now he's stuck in a New Game Plus run, and so I guess he's starting New Game Plus when he plays it again. Now everyone kind of knew that there was going to be a DLC for Elden Ring eventually. We all knew that. I mean, the game made so much money. There was no way they weren't going to make more, right? Oh, here's a giant potential pile of money that I could collect. I think I'll walk by that and come over here and do something new.
That
Yeah,
sounds like a
right. They're gonna
DSPism
collect
right
their
there.
money,
DSP
right?
has done that many
So,
times.
It was announced
Okay.
recently they're working on it, right? I don't even remember what it's called, like Black
Shadows
Hole
of the
Sun
Erd
or
Tree.
something like that. Some Soundgarden event.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
I seriously have no clue what the DLC is called. I
Shadows
forgot.
of the Erd Tree.
Anyway, so as this was announced, okay, some people started to spark the fire of the idea that I should go back and play Elden Ring again.
That was you.
Because
That
now
was you. You
I
said
need to
that.
get to the point where I'm going to be able to
You were
do
saying, oh,
the
I should
DLC.
probably replay
The
it,
problem
you know?
is, since I did
So
New Game
when
Plus,
the
it
DLC
deleted
comes
all my
out, I'll be
progress
ready to
in the
play it.
original game. So now
That's
I
what he
have to
said.
start over.
Never mind.
Okay, I have to do a new run. Now, the debate is, what do you want to see me do? Because we have two options.
Why do I have
Okay,
to be
Option
involved?
number one is a true New Game Plus run. And for those who don't know, when you do New Game Plus, you essentially start the game over. It's a harder difficulty setting, but you have your levels, you have your souls. What are they called? This grace? Is it grace? I don't know what the
Runes.
hell it's called in this game. I played the whole game 140 parts. I don't even know what anything's called.
I'm getting kind of annoyed. If you don't even know the
essentially,
context of
you're
what you're
doing it
discussing,
over,
don't discuss
but
it, DSP.
you're starting from a big advantage. The good news about that is, once you get to that certain point, the academy or whatever, you can respec. And the reason people primarily play New Game Plus is because they kind of want to do a whole new build from what they did their first
And that's
run,
where we
but
come
they don't
in.
want to go through
Develop
all the hassle
me
of having to go
a
through all the
build.
game again and kind of
Play the game
have all
for
the same
me.
difficulty
DSP,
grind
if I
as you
get to
had
play
in
the
first
game for
run.
you, do I get
So
some
by
of the
doing
money
New
that you
Game
make
Plus,
from
you can
playing
kind
the
of
game?
turbo through and only hit the big major
Yeah,
points of the game.
exactly.
The big
No,
major
no one
boss
knows
fights
what New
and things
Game Plus is.
required
I
to advance
thought
in
I
the game.
knew, and I was about to freak out in chat.
What
but
I was
thankfully,
thinking is, we
DSP
do New Game
explained it.
Plus. Within maybe 2-3 streams, tops, we'll get to the academy. We'll be able to respec, and we will be fully into whatever this new build is going to be, and it's going to be kicking ass. Because I'm going to have all these spells and things that I already have unlocked, these sorceries or whatever, from the first playthrough. So I'm going to be able to mess around, dabble in them, and figure out what it is that I want. I'm actually thinking, my thing would be, I think I want to do the sorceries, like the academy magic, the blue magic, the alien magic. We know it's alien magic now, but you didn't know that in the original run until you got further into the game. You realize it's aliens, right? That's what the magic actually is. I think that's what I want to do. Because some people were like,
It's
why don't
not
you do the
aliens
phase
as you
build or whatever?
traditionally
Like,
understand
nah.
them, but
You know, I
yes,
kinda
it
did
is
some of that,
extraterrestrial.
right? Especially with my ending and stuff that I chose, the chaos stuff. I don't really want to do that. I don't think I want to go for the religious shit. I want to go for like cool crystal magic and alien blue shit, flying everyone.
Yeah, that's
blowing
not
everything up and
religious
shit.
at all.
That sounds fun to me. So, that's what I want to go for. And that would be completely different from
So
my
we've got
original
until
build. Like
then to
nothing
create a
like
build
what I
for
did in
you
my
on
original
DSP.
one. Like
We've
not
got to
at
figure
all.
out what spells
Okay?
to use, and
so
we need to.
Oh, my neck.
What else was it?
So
we need to give you a spell
that's what I was
lineup.
thinking of doing. All right. And I know for a fact I got probably some of, if not the most powerful spells of that already. So essentially, like I said, 2-3 streams, just getting used to the controls again. Probably zipping right to the castle, taking on what's his name? The guy that's not really the guy. He's the sorcerer. He's controlling someone else's body. It's astral projection or some dumb shit. And then you're
Why is
fighting the
that dumb?
grafted dick face. And after you beat the grafted dick face, you go to the big swamp. And you fight.
You can skip all that,
crabs,
DSP. You can actually
Jack's
skip that
fucking
castle
dragon,
entirely
hits
and
at
just
the
go right to
academy,
the
you slap
respect
people around
point.
like this. You go, You slap the magic users around because they're all little pussies. You and you get to the queen or whatever, Queen Regaladala. You slap her around too.
Man,
She
this
tries to
is
throw a moon
really
at you. You're
lame,
like, nah, fuck
DSP.
that.
You sound
punch
like
her
a
in the
complete
face.
chode.
And then you get to respec. So I was thinking within 2-3 streams, we could probably get to that point in the game and
You
respec.
can skip
like, wow,
all of that.
That'd be pretty good. And then we could actually
Well,
have
except
like
for the
a
magic
powerful ass
academy
sorcery
thing.
build. Now, if we do the New Game Plus run, it's not going to be an insanely lengthy run. I would guess, due to the length of the game, it probably still would be about 40 hours long. And the thing is,
Snort?
I actually would like to still
He wants to do New
re-explore
Game Plus
some of
for
the
the
fun
fact that
optional
it's easy
stuff
as
in the
fuck.
game.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to just turbo through the necessary
He
dungeons
wants
to
to
beat the
have
game
all
right
this
away.
stuff
That's not my
already
goal
there.
here. My goal is to do a fun, entertaining run of the game. I want to take on some of the bosses and things that I did originally, some of the optional bosses, the super bosses, etc., with magic. I want to see how different is this game using a magic build, right? How the hell am I going to beat them using magic? It's so different than what I did the original run. Very curious about that, okay? So that's what I'm thinking, okay? And so maybe instead of being a 140-hour run, the run would be 40, 50 hours, but we take our time with certain areas. I certainly wouldn't be doing those grindy, repetitive
Fun and
nonsense
entertaining,
side
but you're
dungeons.
dark side
We'd
Phil.
only be
Jimmy
doing the
Jimmy's about to
major
get banned.
areas that are unique and stuff like that.
That'd be a cool idea. No rage allowed run.
Okay.
I mean, it would be boring.
That's
but it would
what.
be an
So that's
interesting
one
challenge for DSP.
one thing we can do tomorrow.
It'd
All
be-
right, that's option
yeah,
number
that's
one.
not going to be a
for
40-hour
Elden Ring.
playthrough. That's going to be.
Now let's talk about option number
80
two.
at least, yeah.
Option number 2 is I don't do a New Game Plus run. I literally
I've never
start
seen someone with
from
such bad
scratch.
humor who's been entertaining an audience for 15
Okay,
years. Also.
from scratch.
How's it going?
As if
Yeah,
I've
this
never played the
dude,
game before and we
he
start
says
over.
His comedic
Now, if I do that,
influences
all right,
are,
we are committing
like Bill
to
Murray
an
and stuff like that.
incredibly lengthy
But
playthrough.
Bill
You
Murray
know
had
how long
funny
this game
moments.
is.
I mean, I assume.
all right?
I never really
And
found
if
funny.
I'm not doing New
But
Game
he's a
Plus,
successful comedian guy.
that
right?
means I don't have any of those.
You mean DSP
grace,
picked up nothing
souls,
from that
levels,
guy.
whatever the frick you want to call it. I don't have any items. I'm starting over.
That's what Bill Murray did. He just
That means no matter
talked about
what
pimp
build I
slapping people
use,
and
it's
poop all
going
day.
to be weak at the beginning of the game.
Shit,
it's
I
going
might
to be
have
a
liked him more if
while
he'd
until I
done that.
get majorly into a build that's going to be like powerful. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little different of a situation. Now here's the deal. This is an interactive playthrough.
So
my
you
first
do it.
Elden Ring run a year ago was my honest first time ever run. And because of that, I told you guys, please, no spoilers, nothing. I want to explore for myself. And man, did we find crazy shit, right? Together, we had a lot
Not
of fun.
really.
with
If
my
I'm
Elden
telling
Ring
you
run,
about
the
it,
first
doesn't
one.
mean I've.
But this
part
time
of it.
around, been there, done that, seen everything the game has to offer. So now there's not really spoilers. I've done it all. So, for example, if I'm doing a straight up new run of the game, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be like, all right, we're in the early areas. If I want to do a magic build, what exactly should I be hitting up? Do I really want to do this area? Do I need to fight the optional dragon in the bog? Does it really matter? Do I really need that? Dragon's items and souls, or can I skip it? Where are the key items that I need for my build?
He's reminding us that yes, you will in fact still be handling
played it before.
Don't think that just because I'm doing a new game plus or a second run that I will know what I'm doing. No.
So help me out.
I still
let me know exactly what
want
to
you guys
do,
to play the game
and
for
let's
me.
do this
That's
together.
nice.
Let's turn this second run of Elden Ring into an
I could beat the game in
interactive
2 hours,
mode
dude.
where we're having a
He
chill
does a
time
poll, which is
together
very good. That'd be fun.
while I'm doing a whole new build. That's my attitude
I
for
think
the
he should
second run
run
of
a
Elden
faith
Ring.
build.
Okay, and with that being said, I think it's going to feel a very, very, very different playthrough than the first one for sure. Okay, now
no hit run.
If I do a straight up new game run without new game plus, this is going to be longer. You know, I was saying my new game plus run likely would be 40, 50 hours. I almost bet a straight up new game run would be a minimum of like 60 to 70 hours. Now, that's a huge commitment. I want you guys to think about this, okay? This is very important to think about.
This is going to be really
all right?
long.
In the next few months, there's a lot of new games coming out. Not necessarily in April. But
Now,
once we start hitting
here's
late
where
April,
it's going to
May,
get
and
really
June,
shitty.
there's going to be
If
a
he
lot of
does
releases
this, he's
coming,
going to go
all
to
right?
the DLC
Let me give you that list.
when he's
You
ultra
ready?
leveled on New Game Plus. He's going to pee through all those guys, slap them around like it's nothing, and then try and strut off and say, "See, I told you all. I'm actually really good at games if I want to be. You all thought I was bad at games. That's slander. You're playing on a New Game Plus.
Just listen
You're
to all
overleveled
these
to
games
shit.
coming out in the next couple of months. Like I said, April is light, and I would say out of the games coming out in April,
I'm already
probably Final
pre-annoyed.
Fantasy Pixel Remasters is going to be a chill playthrough I'm going to do. Dead Island 2 is a maybe, right? Star Wars Jedi Survivor is a yes, but that's at the 28th.
Are you seriously
but now
using
let's
paper?
get into May. Redfall, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Amnesia the Bunker, all right? Lord of the Rings Gollum, and the System Shock Remake are all
Gollum.
games I'm very interested in. And then there's one or two maybes in between there. In June, Street Fighter 6 is going to be giant. It is going to be the biggest fighting game. It might be the biggest fighting game of all time. All right, and I'm going to be covering it thoroughly for you guys.
I want to remember these words.
Diablo
I want
4
to throw him
comes out
back
just
in
a
his
couple
face
days
when he
after
screams
that.
about the game.
So now you're talking two giant releases back to back, right?
No one
Final
was
Fantasy
even
16
talking about
is
this
coming
game.
out in June.
No one even
all
cared.
right?
They all knew
So
it was going
just
to be shit.
to give you that perspective, right?
I can't
In
wait. That's gonna be
both May and June, we've got a ton of big, high-profile new releases that are
Real
going to be
authentic.
hot, and people are going to want to see me cover fully.
He's awfully grimy.
If
His
we're
hands are gross.
playing
I want
Elden Ring
Let's just
new
go
game
over it.
straight,
Like,
not new game plus, but new game straight,
No range
and
melee
you're
versus melee was- oh,
asking
God.
me to commit to a
Yeah, that sounds
playthrough that's like
terrible.
60 to 80 hours long,
You-
because it
you
will
killed
be.
it, right?
You know that's how long the game is.
If you did,
Essentially,
congratulations.
you got to be
If you
ready for
didn't,
this game to be on hold.
Still, congratulations.
You got to be ready. Like this month, I think April we'll play a lot of it. I think in April it will be a lot of Elden Ring, and we'll be alternating with Silent Hill. Maybe after Silent Hill's done, we'll do another survival horror game.
I guess that's good for me because I've been.
And then
really
likely we'll
bored
balance
with
it.
some of
Maybe
his
Dead
recent
Island 2. We're not
playthroughs.
sure yet.
More
Definitely
than
Jedi
usual,
Survivor at the end of
because
the month.
I don't enjoy
right?
the games he's playing.
But that's essentially what the month's going to be. Okay? But then once May and
Is
June
Regain
hits,
Pulse considered off?
Elden Ring is
No, I
not
wouldn't
going to be
say
my
that's
priority.
necessarily a
Understand
bad
that. It's
off,
not.
'cause
It'll be the
you
game
are
that I'm
saying
balancing
what
with
you
other
want your
shit.
opinion to
I've
be.
already played this game
And DSP
last year.
rigs the polls.
I'm not going
Is
to be
it
playing it
rigging
like
the
it's a
polls
major
to
new
rig
release. You
polls that are already
understand?
rigged? Yeah, that's philosophical if you think of it that way.
And this is my major concern, is that if I start Elden Ring, okay, as a new game and not a new game plus, and let's say we play it a lot this month. Let's say even this month I play 30, 40 hours of it, which I don't think is even likely, but let's just assume that happens, and I play a ton of it, people are loving it, and it's a great interactive streams, and we're having a good time.
Okay.
And then May hits.
Then
And now
what?
it's like, well, now I can't play it as much. Now it's downgraded. Now I only play it once or twice a week tops.
People will get over
People are
DSP.
upset because we're not really making much
People will
progress
get
in
over
it.
it. I believe in
right?
them.
And then, you know, we get further in, and now all of a sudden
You've
it's like,
banned people
well,
for not getting
I'll tell you
over
what's
it.
going to happen. What always happens. At first there's hype, and then after a couple of weeks of this, people get more tired of it. And with the original Elden Ring, it lasted about a month. And after about that initial month of me playing it, people started not to care unless I was hitting upon major plot points, like when I was fighting
Yeah.
Radon, or when I was getting to a secret area, there's a big boss fight or whatever. Then people would care. But outside of that, it actually fell off a lot after that first month of me playing it. The interest definitely waned a lot. And that is my real concern with doing a new game versus a new game plus run. If I'm doing new game plus, you're essentially saying you've already got all your stuff from the first run. This is
There
meant
you
to be
go.
a turbo
We
mode.
all thought that
you
it
are
was
powerful.
him
You're just
wanting the
experimenting
game
with
to
the engine
be
to
too
try a new
easy.
mode. And
which was
you're
why
getting
he's
yourself
gonna
to the
do
area
New
wherever the
Game Plus.
DLC is going to be.
No.
So that way
the
you're
reason why
basically
he's not
killing two
doing
birds
New
with
Game
one stone.
Plus, or that he's
My
going to do
thought-
New Game Plus, is because
Okay.
he would bore his viewers. See, he's very
My
thoughtful.
thought
He cares a
is
lot
that
about people.
if we do the new game
Oh
run,
no, Gloria! Yeah,
I
again.
need your
She needs to be
buy-in.
banned.
That you guys are going
Jade
to
and I
be
would like
there
to buy in
for the
for the New
long
Game
run.
Plus.
Now, I'm not
That way you
asking
don't
for
have to
new
go
release
collect all the
numbers.
stuff again.
I'm
That
not
needs to get
asking
banned.
for that at all.
Because
This is
apparently
essentially
Gloria
going
is
to
the
be
name of one of
my
Derek's
second
family
run
members.
in the game. All right, but
He's
that
been
being
banned
said,
before.
I would like people to commit that hey, I like Elden Ring. I like the idea that you're going back to it per our requests for the last year, and I like the fact that you're doing new game, not New Game Plus, because we asked for it. And please, if you could. We'll show up and we'll engage and we'll support as long as you're playing it.
We need to
And
give some sort
we'll
of
do this
pledge.
interactive
What are we,
stream.
knights?
If I'm playing Elden Ring, and I notice people are not paying attention, they're not engaging, they don't care
You
about.
will
the
get yelled at.
The attention is dwindling massively. Then it's going to be a fail. You understand?
And it'll be
It's
your
going to be a
fault?
fail.
Oh, my
and
fault.
that's why I am nervous about this new game plus. At least it's a shorter run. So even if that starts to happen, all right, let's just commit. Let's try to finish it. As
Hey, we're
opposed to if I'm
stressing
doing new
Phil
game,
out. Just
we're
do New
talking
Game
this could
Plus.
take
I don't want
months
you to be stressed,
to
Phil.
get through, and it's going to be balanced with other stuff, and it's not going to be the priority. You know what I'm saying? So that's
We're
what I'm
gonna
concerned
need some
about.
rage
And it's
to
tough.
stick
It's
around.
tough to make these kind of decisions.
If he
as a
bans
full-time
Galactic
streamer
Reptile or
and a
gets mad at
content
him, I'm going to be
creator.
kind of
I'm about
annoyed
to make
because
a
that's exactly
huge
what it
commitment
is. If
to my
DSP
channels,
can't be counted
to the
on to flip
content, to
out,
the
no one's going to
streams,
be interested.
depending on what I do with Elden
No
Ring
one
tomorrow.
cares
It's
about
going to be a
watching you
humongous
succeed, DSP.
commitment. And now I'm not sure what to do. It seems like
DSP Gaming, what does
there's
buy-in
no
mean?
consensus.
It
Just
means
right
you're
now
about to
in the
get bought
chat,
into a
we've got
ban.
people who are disagreeing. Some people are saying new game plus, some people are just saying just new game. That no one can decide. And I
You're
feel
asking
like
multiple
you're kinda
people,
damned if you do,
422 people. Let's
damned
just
if
go
you
with
don't.
that.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
asking 422 people
Here's
to just
pros
come
and
to a
cons, right?
consensus.
So Eternal Napalm
You
says new
can't
game
get
plus will
6
guarantee
people
you're
to
going to
come
have
to
all
a
the items when the
consensus.
expansion
What
comes
the
out.
hell are you even
right?
asking for, DSP?
If you want to
None
see
of y'all
Phil
can
struggle,
decide. One
do
of
new
you
game
wants
plus.
this,
If you want
the
to
other
see
one
Phil
wants
curb
this.
stomp
See,
and
it's
do regular
impossible.
new game, that's
Hey,
the
Corona's
opposite of
here.
what I was told. I thought it was going to be the other way around. If you do a new game, you'll absolutely regret it. It will take forever, says Anso Kamara.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen, DSP.
New Game Plus is more fun. It's like the Revenge Tour, says Turtle Dude. Here you go. Haldol says, well, New Game Plus means you'll be over-leveled and overpowered for when the DLC comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
You see?
Then you make the decision, DSP.
Now, Billy hit it on
Play
the
the
head.
game or don't. Jesus.
He absolutely hit
No
it on
kidding.
the head.
Just play it.
He says, it's your stream. Choose what you think is best
Load
for you.
up the
People are
game,
just going to
and as
complain no
people
matter
are
what you do,
pissed
so
off,
just do
you
whatever.
can turn the game off.
I mean, that's a given. That is an absolute positive given. That no matter what Dark Side Phil does on the internet, it is wrong. It doesn't matter if I listen directly to what my viewers said or not. No matter what I do, it was the wrong choice. It was the wrong thing to do, and I'm a horrible person and a horrible content creator.
No, I'm going to explain why
right now.
as soon as he's
If the
done.
earth opened up and Satan came out and grabbed me and shoved a red hot poker up my ass and
nice.
dropped me down into the depths of hell for all of eternity, only good things could come from it, right?
Are you having fun, DSP?
All right, maybe that's a little overdramatic.
Yeah,
A little
maybe,
overdramatic.
maybe.
But you get the point I'm making.
No.
Is that it never seems that
Yeah, you're the Elden Ring.
it
run,
never seems to
if you
me
wanna
like
play it, just
like no
play
matter
it.
what I do,
Stop
there's
making
no
this big ass
consensus,
production of it.
right?
It's
like
going to be
damned
us
if you
having
do,
to do all
damned
the
if you
work
don't.
and you
You're
do
damned.
nothing.
House
Okay.
of the damned.
Okay, I'm going to explain my thoughts on what he just said. He's talking about how whenever he does anything, everyone hates him for it. A big component of
Well,
that
access
is
for
that
either
every
option.
time DSP
You
does
think after
anything,
beating it, you would
it's
respect
done
back
in
to
the
a
most
melee build for the
incompetent,
DLC?
stupid
I
way
have no
possible.
clue. I don't know what
So
I would
that's
do. We don't even know
why
what the
when
DLC
we
is.
criticize him,
right? It has a name.
It
That's
comes
it.
off as
That's
though
it.
we're criticizing
We don't
him
know
no
what it
matter what he
is.
does.
So
No, we're criticizing that you can't ever
Philip
do
Chin says you can
anything
still rush
right.
things in new game. It won't take much
Competently.
longer. You can look up what you want to
Look
do,
at
and go
DSP
straight to it.
Reacts.
I'm not
DSP
looking shit up.
Reacts isn't
I need your
necessarily
help.
a
This
bad
is the
idea.
point I'm making,
It's that
Elysian.
you're trash.
I need the buy-in of the audience. You understand? If we do New Game Plus, I have everything already. All I need to do is go through the game and hit the necessary points to beat it and make a new build. If we're doing new game starting over, I do need the buy-in from the audience that you guys are going to help me. I'm not looking up shit. I'm not going to sit here with a fucking guide.
Why not?
That's boring as dirt. You guys got to help me through it.
It's
That's the
much
point.
more
It's supposed to be
entertaining to
interactive
watch
run.
the
first
chat
run was
tell him
not.
what to do.
The first run
That's
was the
not
cold
boring.
turkey, explore around, do things for myself run.
What's fun
The
is
second
watching
run is meant to
DSP
be
set down the
interactive
controller
run,
and stare at
understand?
chat.
That's
That's
the
fun.
point I'm making here. That's the
Looking
entire
at
reason we
Wikipedia on
have
my
this
phone?
segment of the show
Nah,
today.
that shit's crazy.
Is to say, this is the interactive run. I need to buy it. If I don't get the buy-in from people that they're going to help me with the second run, then fuck it. I'm doing New Game Plus no matter what. So it's either New Game Plus or the buy-in run. You get it?
Wow. That's a next level hostage situation. You all are helping me, or you're getting boring content.
Excuse me. It's disgusting.
DSP is a
It's absolutely
self-racketeer.
disgusting. I'm sorry about that.
It'd be a real shame if something happened to this DSP gaming channel. Maybe we get some money coming this way, and I won't have to bust this shit up, huh?
Everyone says do a poll. I mean, I could do a poll, but we have 400 people on the
asking
stream.
for buy-ins
I don't
is
think
one
that
of the
that's going to be
reasons why people
representative of
like
the
them.
entire audience. But we could do I would easily do a poll if you'd like me to do a live poll. We could do
Yeah,
it.
go ahead, man.
For those watching
Do a
on
poll.
demand,
It
obviously
doesn't
you
matter.
cannot participate in this poll. I'm curious what your thoughts are. Maybe leave some comments on this video. Let me know which one
Here's
you
a
would want to
comment.
see.
You're terrible.
Let's do a live poll. Okay? So,
Even the food videos, most of the things that
Which
he does
run of
are
Elden
not intrinsically
Ring
bad
should
ideas.
DSP
It's a
do?
bad idea for DSP to do it.
New Game Plus or New Game with Audience Assist.
Even
There you go.
retrospectives aren't a bad idea, but DSP is boring, so it becomes a bad idea.
There you go. Not that it matters. This is not going to determine what I do. But I
Nice.
guess this is a good way to poll the audience and see what they think.
Meaningless
Okay.
votes. It's a survey. It's not a poll. Here, I'll go ahead and vote. I vote for new game with audience assist
All right.
because there's more
The voting
potential
is
for
on.
annoyance.
Fast and furious right now. Okay. So let's see what people have to say. Let's leave it at that for
Oh,
now.
shit, it's
Let's
pretty
leave it at
50-50.
that. Let's let people vote. All right?
Yeah.
And see what they want.
That's a lot closer
and
than
we'll
I thought it
continue
would
on
be.
with the show. We'll talk about other topics. And perhaps we'll come
See,
back to
no
this
one can decide.
later on in the
People
show.
are 50-50.
See what you guys think. All right? I'm curious.
Yeah, I
All
voted
right?
audience assist because I'm trying to look at that perspective
Sound
of
good?
what's going to be more funny to observe. DSP cruising through a new game plus or DSP getting frustrated.
It's hilarious.
with his
Some people are
audience.
saying everyone does a New Game Plus, so I don't know why you wouldn't just do that. And other people are like, no, New Game Plus isn't fun because you're too powerful. It's like using cheat codes. It's like, no one can decide shit.
So you're shitting
No
on
one
them
knows
for having
anything.
a difference in
You
opinion.
don't know what you want, so I don't know what to do. So what I'll do is tomorrow I'll just boot the
DSP,
console
you
up
do
and I'll pick
realize
a
that
random game. Maybe we'll start
442
playing,
people are 442 different people.
I don't know.
We're not in a hive mind. We don't connect to
Anyway,
each other's
so,
thoughts. I think it's a good thing.
Let
we
me know
don't.
what you think. Let's see what people vote for, but I'm curious.
Is that what
I gotta
he
think
wants?
about
He
what I'm
wants
doing
people to
tomorrow.
be
Tomorrow, no
unanimous
matter
all the
what,
time?
tomorrow we're playing Elden Ring.
That's stupid.
So Elden Ring,
Because people are
for
not
the first time in
unanimous,
about
it
a
means
year,
it's a failure on your part.
starts tomorrow. But what will it be? I have
He's going to do
absolutely
New
no
Game Plus
idea.
and blame the
We
trolls
won't
for
know.
evil. Yeah, speaking of
until
no one can do
I
anything
make a
right,
decision.
we
I don't
can't
know
ever
what
do
I'm making
anything
a
right.
decision yet.
Because
Okay,
apparently,
so there you
if whatever happens, it's our fault.
All right.
I didn't want to play this
So,
playthrough like
that being
this.
said, that's
It's
tomorrow.
the
Tomorrow
trolls.
night
They rigged
will
the
be
poll.
Like a Dragon Ishin, heading into the end
What are
game.
you holding there?
We
It
are
looks
near
like
the
an
end of the game.
avocado
We're in
chip.
chapter 12 of 14, and from what I understand, 12, 13, and 14, they are pure story chapters. So tomorrow
Pure,
we'll probably get a couple hours in.
unadulterated
I'm thinking one
story
more stream
chapters.
of Like a Dragon Ishin. We'll probably beat it. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking for a new late night chill stream. However, in April 19th is the Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters being released. And I'm very interested in playing one of those games as a late night chill stream. So we may be looking for something to be a late night chill stream only for a couple of streams. And I'm wondering what we could do for that. I don't know, maybe we should jump
got
on Game
those
Pass and
Nintendo
see what's
games.
on there
Plug
and
one of
play a
those
game
in.
a couple times on Game Pass just to kill some time. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, we will. When we get to that point, we'll
I will
figure that out.
annihilate
We'll,
that bridge when I get to it.
Tackle it as it approaches. But
what
Oblivion
Master
seems
Chief
like it's
said.
going to be continuing on for several more months. It really does. It seems like we still got guild quest lines, the main quest line, and then there's DLCs that you guys are telling me you want.
I think his
So it
dents
seems like
are
Oblivion is going to keep
collective
rolling
hive mind,
on.
which maybe they are.
Okay. Which Final Fantasy will I play
In a
first
way,
in my ruin?
yeah, they all
Well,
take turns
I'm
with
gonna
the same
say, I don't want to
brain
play
cell.
4 or 6.
So
We
I
already
guess
played those
technically
multiple
they all
times.
have the same
It's either
mind.
going to be 1, 2, 3, or 5. The question is, which do you guys want to see?
It's my turn to
I've
use the
played
brain.
5
Dude, you
before,
just
and I
had it.
really like the game. It actually has a really good soundtrack and some great gameplay elements, but I don't like the story. I think the story is kind of cliche in the game. 1, 2, and 3 I've played 1 and 2 before, but only once. And I don't really remember them that well. I never finished 3 because I thought it was boring as dirt. But I was playing the 3D remake on the 3D or on the DS, so maybe I would like this one better because this is more of the original game. I don't know. It'll be up to you guys. I really don't mind.
You guys decide my reaction, but
keep in mind they're not continuous. It's not like it's a continuous plot line going on. They're not. They're all separate stories.
What's going on right now
so you could really play them in any order. It doesn't really matter. And this is the Pixel remaster.
Hey man,
they're all gonna
this guy's been doing this for over 15 years. If anybody's going to figure it out,
I would say up to you guys. Whatever you want.
It's going to be Phil.
The order of Final Fantasy. I'm down for whatever. Okay. Okay. So that's the streaming. I'm off from streaming on Wednesday. When I return on Thursday, it's going to be more Silent Hill.
Wednesday.
And more
that's
Oblivion.
different.
And then Friday.
I guess I should do a retrospective stream
and more
on
Like a
Wednesday.
Dragon.
He's not going to be here.
Saturday
I can't
is our
be here on
usual
Thursdays.
DSP versus the Internet
Okay.
day. Which, by the way, if you were waiting for me to post up the threads to nominate videos for this weekend's React show, DSP versus the Internet, those threads are already live over on DSP React. So please head over there and please post up your videos. Your standard members are competing, first come, first serve. Ultra members are guaranteed to get their videos watched no matter what. So head over, check it out. All right, and let me know. Let me know what you think. Okay, let's get that show going. Let's get those videos nominated. This is my hand exerciser. If you're wondering what it is, I know it is the day after Easter. It looks like an egg.
I thought it was an avocado.
It's my hand exerciser. So.
For a second, when he first held it up, I thought it was a butt plug, but I didn't want to say it because it's kind of dumb to claim that right out the gate. So
okay. So, very good, right?
DSP, what are you holding?
And that's going to be the week.
You get that from Kat?
Weekend and stuff like that. And of course, as of this weekend into next week, that's when some of these new releases are going to start to come out. So once these start to come out, then we can tackle them and see what do you want to play and stuff like that. Okay?
All right.
All right.
I feel respected.
One other thing.
Let's move on.
Last night, I saw
digging in your head.
Top Gun Maverick. The entirety of the movie in one sitting. I actually didn't think I would, and I started watching it, and I got hooked. I couldn't stop watching. It must be something to do with that stud Tom Cruise. Like I just started seeing him, on the screen. I was like, dude, I can't stop watching this guy. He's just such a manly fucking Adonis. I had to keep watching. So I saw the whole movie, and I will be reviewing that movie either tonight or tomorrow night. I'm definitely reviewing it by the end of my streaming week. I'd like to review it tonight. I just want to see if time permits tonight. Okay, so
when did that movie even come out? Was it a year ago?
Yes. I'll be reviewing that
DSP
probably
is so perfect.
Tonight over on DSP React. We'll see. If not, it'll be tomorrow. So for those who are interested, I mean, Top Gun Maverick was one of the biggest movies of last year. A lot of people were talking about it constantly. Some people went and saw it multiple times at the theaters and stuff. I didn't, but now I saw it, and I'm down to talk about it. I hope you will join me.
A year late.
When I do that, either tonight or tomorrow. Okay, over on DSP
DSP
React.
still in closet? Yeah, right there with Tom Cruise.
I know. What my next review is going to be already. I figured it out. Are you ready for this? In an unprecedented move, for the first time ever,
to take accountability.
A DC Comics movie, within 1 month of theatrical release, has already gone digital. Yeah, that movie is called Shazam! Fury of the Gods. The movie absolutely tanked in theaters. And because it tanked, they said, "Oh shit, we got to get this to digital distribution right away." So
they
it's
said
already
that. DSP
on
was in the board meeting.
HBO Max, I believe. So since it is, I'm going to double check that because I'm pretty sure it is. I want to watch that next, as long as it's on there. I actually haven't checked yet. Let's see.
Consumer.
They said it was going digital right away.
Yeah, I got to bounce in about 7 minutes.
Oh,
Thank
no,
you
it's
everyone
not.
for joining me.
Seriously? It's not. It's not on here.
I am not positive I'm going to be able to stream
one
Tuesday. That's kind of why I made sure to do this stream.
I might.
But if
Okay,
I can,
I don't know. I thought it was on there yet, and it's not.
Wednesday,
I thought
I
they said
will
that it was
plan
on
to
there.
stream.
It's not.
Thursday, I
I
cannot.
was like, oh, that'd be good. I never saw the first one.
I do want to see him play.
I was thinking, much like with the Sonic movie, I was going to watch the second one first. But I guess it's not on there, and I'm definitely not paying to rent it because they have.
Yes. Look, no, Richard.
So anyway,
how it worked is they were in a board meeting and they said, "Oh shit, we're losing money. Get that fucking shit over to the fucking streaming services. Fuck, bitch, and shitty dicks."
I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens.
DSP's version of the world takes place in a 14-year-old's mind who just learned what profanity is.
Mid to late this week, I'll watch and I'll review it on DSP Reacts. So I'll see what happens. I thought this was going to be on there, but maybe it's not. Oh, is that true? Someone just said April 16th. Is that true?
You first learned swear words, huh?
HBO Max
Feels
on
good,
April
huh?
16th. They're waiting like a week. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Why don't I watch the first one?
the
no
digital
one's gonna
thing
want to
is
see
not
two
related
Shazam
at all
reviews.
to its performance.
But
but
why.
DSP doesn't understand
Shazam
that.
Fury of the Gods is the brand new one. Everyone said it sucked. Obviously, it's more interesting to find out my opinion on that one.
Obviously, it's more interesting.
If I review the first one, no one wants to see a second review back to back of two Shazam movie.
Why not?
So that's
why
what I
wouldn't
was
they
thinking.
want that? How do you know people don't want that?
I agree, Swaggo Nito. He says you need a new show to follow. If you haven't noticed, there haven't been any really new shows recently. So that's
you
why
can
I've been
watch
doing movies.
JoJo's
movies.
Bizarre
There hasn't
Adventure.
been any
It's a
really
pretty
new
good show.
shows to talk about.
It's got this
I'm
guy
kinda
named
waiting to see when will the next big hot
and
show
like
be out. And
he
when it
goes
comes
on
out, maybe I'll
Bizarre
get whatever
Adventures,
service
which
it's
I
on.
guess is
I'll
where they
watch
get
it
the
with you
name
guys
of the
weekly,
show
and then I
from.
can review it like that.
But it's
see?
like really confusing because like it's a different person each season. What? I had
Mox
no
Race
idea
says,
what was going on. No
watch
one
the
had
Suicide
any idea
Squad
what was
James
going
Gunn
on.
movie so I can watch the Peacemaker series.
Kat was watching it and she was like,
All right, I'll think about it.
just crying because she
I'll
couldn't
think
make
about
sense of it.
Because Top Gun was, by the way, Top Gun Maverick. If I couldn't stop
But
watching
the
it, I
best
think that says
season
something,
was
right?
the Golden
So-
Wind one because it took place in
Well, I'll review that, and then
Italy.
I'll think about it this week. Maybe I will watch that this week. Then, since we have to wait on Shazam, because I was really interested in Shazam.
I was trying to think how
but
to
now it's not on
best mispronounce it.
All right, hold on.
It's
Let me
pronounced
put my list back.
Vinto Oreo. Sir. I would like to see DSP watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I want him, and I don't want him to watch my favorite shows or play my favorite games because it's almost guaranteed going to piss me off. Because this dude doesn't understand shit. So he's going to walk away from it saying that it doesn't
That's
make
what's
any
going on with the
sense
schedule,
and that
everyone.
it's confusing and stupid.
A couple other quick things. As you can see,
No one could
we have a
make any
daily
sense
goal
of
for
what was
members
going on in
today,
Mobile Suit Gundam.
being that we are doing
Like,
Silent
there's
Hill
like
3
these
HD today.
robots,
First time I'm playing Silent Hill
but
in years.
it's not
And,
clear which robot is
nice chill
which.
stream tonight and a full day of streaming. I put a
And,
humble
like, this
6-member
Char
goal there for
guy,
the day. I'm hoping that we get 60
he doesn't make
members
any
by the end
sense,
of today.
dude. Like,
if you
he
join,
says he,
thank you so
like,
much. If you
is
give some
doing
membership
things
to the
because of
channel,
one reason,
likely
and
we're
then
gonna have
does
more
the
people
opposite.
on today's stream than
What?
we usually do because it is Silent Hill. And
I
people
feel like the
the word.
writers didn't know what they were doing.
Today would be a good day to give to the community if you were thinking of supporting this channel. Okay, so thanks for that, and of course, think of all the great benefits you get being a member. Emotes, chat crown badge, avoiding slow mode.
The only
on
time I
stream,
ever got that feeling
highlighted,
that DSP feels
name
was
and
when I was
messages
watching
in
Gundam Seed.
both comments and the live
The whole
streams.
Gundam Seed
The
just
priority
felt
for my Q&A show, Ask the King,
free
every 2
form as
months,
hell. It was an improv
amongst many
show.
other things. Someone had even said, "Are you
It
going
was
to bring back a
Calvin
viewer's
Ball.
choice playthrough at some point?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think what I'll do is in the summer when things are slowing down, because it looks like May and June things are going to pick up for new releases. But probably July it'll slow down. So maybe in June we do viewer's choice. People will nominate and vote on games, and we'll pick a new summertime viewer's choice playthrough. And it would be members of the channel who have priority for stuff like that, you see? So anyway, please consider becoming a member. You get a lot of benefits, helps out the channel. It's a good time all around, all right? Thank you for that. Geez, outside of that, I'm just trying to think, is there anything else I need to hit up? There's like one news story I want to talk about today, but
What's
I
the
think
news
we
story?
covered all the bases of everything going on right now, really.
His eyes still have
Everything.
that
Look at the
weird
news story.
shadow
What
to
was
him.
the news story? I forgot it. I totally forgot
He's
the
got
news
this
story I was
weird
gonna
orange
talk
glow
about.
to himself. And I don't think it's just the ring light. Has he been
Oh,
tanning?
this is kind of exciting,
yeah.
actually.
What?
So, how many of you have seen those 3D, and when I mean 3D animation, Resident Evil movies? I've seen a few of them. There
One
was
of the
one
perks
that was
is getting
an
a trillion
outbreak in an
perks, dude.
airport.
It's a pretty good perk.
And they were fighting these zombies in an airport. And that was a really weird one. I was like, an airport, huh? Of all the places to be fighting, like, these monsters or whatever.
Where do you want them to fight
I saw
from DSP?
at least
Why
two
is
of
that
them.
weird?
I can't remember the
Maybe
other one
I'm at
that
the
I saw.
airport and this shit starts popping off. You don't know.
But anyway, there is a
God,
new
he
one
has
coming
these
out, and it's the
meaningless
first time they've done one of
criticisms.
these in many, many years. It's called Biohazard Death Island. Now listen to this. It is starring Jill Valentine, Leon Kennedy,
The person?
Chris Redfield, Claire Redfield, and Rebecca Chambers, all in the same movie.
Awesome. Wait,
Yes, it's the
is it
first
awesome?
time ever that this cast has ever been united for a Resident Evil project. Usually
He's
they're
talking about it like they're
crossovers
real
in
people.
games
It's
or
kind of
whatever.
weird to me.
And they've been shuffled around, but
They
never
cast
before
Jill
have you
Valentine.
actually seen the
No, they
cast
cast
of
someone as
original
Jill Valentine.
Resident Evil characters all in one outing, and that's exactly what this movie is supposed to be.
That's awesome.
It's coming out on
Pre-order.
July 7th, 2023. And obviously, it's probably going to be digital. I don't think these movies usually are all digital release. I don't think they've ever had a theatrical release for them.
No.
People are obviously hyped, but here's the weird thing about it. You ready for this?
Okay.
Jill has her Resident Evil 3 remake look, meaning she kind of looks like Mila
Worthless.
Jovovich.
I thought it was
For some
actually
reason,
something
she
interesting.
looks like Mila Jovovich in that game. I don't know why.
But
they
yeah,
did
I'm out of here.
Okay?
Thank you everyone for
But
stopping by.
Leon,
I really appreciate it. You guys
Chris,
make this all worthwhile.
Claire, and Rebecca
I love your
all look like they're
observations
from
on
the
things.
games, the other games.
Have a
the
good night,
regular
everyone.
ones. And it's like, so they redesigned one
I
of
gotta
them.
go get my tooth fixed, so I stop eating
But
like DSP.
the rest of them look like the classic models. It's really confusing. It's like, why did they do that?